Everybody, welcome to another plus one shot. I am your host, Philip. We are playing a Splinters of Faith game. It is a Pathfinder type game that I have converted over to 5th edition. It is made by Frog God Games and Necromancer Games. We are currently on sort of chapter 2, and our team is about to investigate the Sin Mire swamp. So, if anybody would like to give a recap of what we did last week, go for it.
We asked these poor mountain people if they had a boat, and they looked at us like we were insane. So we kind of have like, is it a canoe or like
raft?
Yeah, they made us a raft because we're like, well, we need to get through some of the wet parts, so there might be a screaming hag out in the swamp, we don't know yet, and there might be a dragon out there as well, we don't know.
98% sure that there's a screaming hag out there. Like maybe, I think that the historian actually said 60% sure that there's a dragon out there.
So the encounters chances of a hag is way higher than a dragon.
Oh yeah, Anton, you weren't here.
I wasn't, no.
So we did that. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, if anybody wants to give Anton any more of a rundown of what he may or may not have gotten into.
Drink beers.
Yeah, you drank some beer.
Mm-hmm.
We figured out that it was an otter that stole, like an otter person, so maybe some sort of changeling, somebody who turned into an otter and came up through the sewers and stole the flames of Dargath and then left again.
Okay.
And we figured that out, and the dwarves were really embarrassed because I figured it out in like 2 seconds, and I was like, "So why didn't you figure that out?" And he's like, "I don't know," and he's looking at all his underlings.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny also got some. He took a paternity test and found out that he is way older than he thought he was.
He's 100% that bitch.
I'm 100% that bitch. He's also made by Dargath 4,000 years ago.
Yes.
Oh no.
Dargath is not just a dude that's living in the city like we thought. He's a god now, and he's gone.
Yeah, he ascended like 4,000 years ago, and Sonny just doesn't remember any of that time in between, really.
No.
Sonny had a little blue screen existential moment, just like,
You remember like time between that? There just must be gaps that you don't recognize. So like it's not like you were like, oh, I was hanging out with him. Oh, wait a minute, I'm in this caravan as we're heading to this, no-name village.
No, yeah, but 4,000 years seems like it could have been 2 years for Sonny.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I've been venturing for a little bit. Like, how long? Yeah, 2.5, 3 years. And they're like, you've been gone 4,000 years. He's like, there are some gaps.
Okay. So, yes, the raft was constructed. You did a good job, having the dwarves mostly build it based off your recommendations and your advice and everything. It seems fairly sturdy. It will hold, it's a sort of a big platform, basically. It just holds it would hold 6 people. There are only 5 of you. And then you also managed to build like a little like tag along that you have some of your supplies, and because they gave you like a barrel of fresh water and a little box of rations to sort of help you on this journey. But yes, and that kind of tags along behind your boat.
I'm actually going to suggest that maybe we don't put anything super necessary on there
Okay.
in case it gets, separated.
Sink.
Yeah. I don't know what we'll put on there. I was thinking it would just be like an emergency extra thing.
Okay, that works.
What if everybody else is like, nah, nothing's gonna happen. Plus, it's just a swamp. How deep could it be? Then we can put stuff on there if you want.
Look,
Sunny checked. It's like 5 feet deep.
Yeah, so in most spots, there are, well, what you've seen so far, it's about 5 feet. You may find other spots that are not the same.
I'm scared. Like this in real life, I would just like not want to be in this fucking swamp. So I'm just like
Live out your gross swamp fantasies, Denitra.
ugh,
Yeah, you could live out your mud wrestling your mud bending fantasy.
oh
She
my
has
god.
0 of those.
Well, it's a
None
game, so you better
whatsoever.
get some. Listen, how fun was it playing that gross goblin? You had fun being gross.
I wish to cover myself in rotten fish.
Okay, maybe not
Ugh.
that gross. Ew.
So you have they sort of cut trees, and so you have sort of thinned poles that you can use to sort of push the raft along, similar to the gondolas in Venice. You know, you just kind of move by pole. And if you also have some, they give you like shovels type things, which
For
can-
oars.
yeah, for oars.
Beggars can't be choosers, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Except we were. We were like, we choose that you make this raft for us.
yeah, you did kind of do that.
You're like, I hate that statement and I don't know what to say to it.
You're like, we don't know what we're doing, but we demand that you do it.
Do thing.
What was that?
Please.
Do things,
Yes.
please, I guess.
If you want us to save your failing forge, do this. Okay. So the game is unpaused. I believe everybody has control of the raft.
Or
Does
magic
anyone have
carpet
control? I
boat.
should say yes.
All right, sweet.
Oh gosh.
So, try not to everybody go crazy with it, but you can measure stuff. Oh, something I wanted to point out is that your measurements are not in distance; they are in time.
Oh.
You're fancy.
And so they, you get started at sunrise is when they went out there for everything.
Stop.
Oh my god. You
Is when they
too.
went out there for everything.
Fucking 5-year-olds.
But it's probably early morning, maybe mid morning, somewhere around 9. So yeah, it's about 9 a.m. or so.
They're
You guys
fast
are setting up.
builders.
I mean, there's not a whole lot to it. They probably took them an hour to get it and 2 hours to work on it. Covered it in tar and let it dry.
Okay, fair enough. So, we really don't have a clue where we're going, do we?
Not particular.
Party. I know it's early in the morning, but please respond to me.
What's-
You were the one tracking the otter.
Yeah, aren't you the animal expert here? I'm pretty sure that we're just mostly here to provide tracking support, which is to say, not disturbing you while you tap into your inner
Otter.
beaver, otter. That's it,
Otter.
otterness.
Okay, well, DM, can I do some kind of check to look for signs of otters coming from the pipe, I guess?
You can, yeah. Do you want to head over there?
Yeah.
Little footy prints. That would be a sign of otter.
Roll for otter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go over there.
Wait, where's my token?
What you want me to roll?
Okay. It would be a nature check.
Nature check. Do I get advantage because this is a swamp?
Is that what you get to do as a ranger?
I don't know. This is that
Swamp's
what's
a
it called?
favorite place to be, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna look. I have too many things now. Natural explorer. Swamp. Swamp. Should have probably read this already. Okay, so probably not. But it didn't hurt to ask.
No, that's fair. So with a 14 nature, you're able to see, it's spewing out water mostly, because the canteen or the Dargrass tier is constantly flowing. It's fairly clear water. Like it doesn't look like sewer water.
Oh.
But yeah, you can see some like marks around like on the wall, the dirt wall, the mountain near there, but you can't necessarily make out what kind of a creature it is, but it's something was digging around on that near the pipe.
Okay, I will say now. I've already lost. Here it is. While tracking other creatures, you learn their exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know if that applies to this or not, but there it is.
When you find some tracks, I will keep that in
Okay.
mind.
So that's not tracks officially.
No, just
Okay.
just movement. Something was there.
All right. I assume we're in sort of like a watery area right next to the pipe, so it's like there's going to be tracks, right?
I mean, so where the water is it's almost like just sort of like a mud wall that comes straight up out of the swamp. So it's where something tried to came from the water somehow and then started like moving the dirt around, climbing or digging, that type of a thing. So you don't know if it was someone trying to access the sewer or if it was a creature digging into the wall for some reason, but you can see that there has been some kind of activity near the opening. So it could be that it was a otter that was climbing this mud wall to get into the sewer, or it could be that it was a person trying to climb their way digging up, or it could have been a lion looking for shrimp. That's just
A lion.
you don't know.
Could have been a hag trying to climb in the ship pipe, stick a banana up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Where the heck
this
is a
doesn't really
banana?
show me anything except that something was fucking with the pipe. And if it came back out of the pipe, it would probably just go directly into the water. So there's no tracks necessarily currently.
That is correct.
And if it was a magical otter man, which it was, who knows where they would go. So we just, I think, have to pick a direction and go. Unless anybody else has any other way to track magical stuff.
So land can cast detect magic, but that would only show if anything around you is currently magical. If someone did something magical days ago, they would not appear.
I want to look around and see if there's any animal moles.
What do you mean?
Like, can I see like a bird or?
Yes.
I can see a bird.
Yes, you can.
Kick his
Okay.
ass.
It was like a very, very quick.
Very definitive yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can see
Alright.
a bird.
Magic bird. Magic
I can
bird.
see a bird.
There are bird or go.
Is it a heron? They like to hang out in swamps, right?
Yeah, there's the two herons, and they're flying over,
Oh, so they're not like chilling.
like watching you. No.
Okay, I'll keep that in my back pocket for now. Then I guess I want something that's like chilling here, looking like maybe this is one of its favorite spots to hang out at.
No, you don't seem to see many creatures hanging out at the end of a shit pipe.
You just said it wasn't a shit pipe.
Not all the time. Not right now. It's not. But this is where the shit
okay.
comes out at.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Not all the time.
Not all the time.
An occasional shit pipe.
So,
I mean, it's early in the morning. You think everyone's taking their morning shit right about now.
Not right now, you don't.
The coffee already worked their way through their system. It was a couple hours ago that happened.
Gotcha.
You've still got, maybe another 2 hours before the lunchtime rush.
Oh my god.
What a way to put it.
whew.
No.
Okay.
whew.
My God. Yep. That's all I've got for now. So is there anything else?
So you can see with your elven eyes.
I have this.
You do. You can see that there are, areas, chunks of land that are above water level, and those are the colored objects that you see. So those are visible. Like they're not, since it's a swamp. While there are like trees and some tall grass and whatnot, it's not really dense enough to really block any vision. So it's a fairly straight shot until things start to curve off and things become too clouded or too forests to see through.
So it's not like the swamp behind you exactly. Less trees.
Yes, less trees, more like just what do you call it? Tall grasses and such things.
All right. Well, I point out the islands to everybody else if they haven't seen them yet.
Do the different colors signify anything, or is that just?
That's for me. That's to help me.
Dirt or grass.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't signify. It's to help me keep track of where you are. So because
Right.
Do you guys know Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo?
I do, but where's this going? What do you do? I mean, I'm assuming it's going to playing Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, but are you suggesting that we go to one of the islands over there next, or?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll find some tracks or something.
Well, let's just review what we're going over, yeah? So we need to find magical transforming otter, potentially magical transforming otter. Yeah?
Hmm.
Now, just since I was mentally not here, 2 weeks ago, or
yesterday.
yeah,
Mentally
yeah,
one day
I was
yesterday.
sort of focused on making old Pat's little thing on his little contraption on his back.
Man, you had too many beers.
I had not more than enough. I had enough beers. all right?
Exactly enough beers.
Exactly, just as many beers. Much like a famous wizard, you can never have too many beers or too little beers. You have exactly as many beers as you need to in that time. Either way, I'm getting off topic and I'm distracting you all from what it is I'm trying to say. This otter took the magical MacGuffin from the dwarves, yeah? Or their forge.
So as far as we know, perhaps a magical otter took their magic fire.
Okay.
It did walk directly up to the forge, so
Did the
probably
dwarves, no, this is maybe a little bit retroactively, but did dwarves offer any advice as to ways to actually track the fire itself?
no.
They tried. They could not.
Right. Are
They
there...
weren't very helpful.
No, okay. Are there any... There's no other... I'm wondering if a specialist or someone who actually knows a swamp particularly well might be more useful than just combing it blindly. Because it must be places.
They don't go out in the swamp. Nobody knows about it.
In fact, they were quite taken aback that we even wanted to come out here. So they're really not helpful in this.
Actually, the only person that we know of that might be helpful is what's her name? Trala, who they all hate. And who
Well,
hates them?
Yeah, the
But
swamp
you know
hag.
what? You know what? This is out of character. My character was very concerned with getting some sort of present for Trala, so that
Yeah.
if we did come across her, maybe she wouldn't hate us. So we have
Yeah.
presents for her.
Yeah, we
well,
have a cake and stuff, and didn't we get her beer?
I
No,
didn't
no,
Oh,
just
okay.
the cake. You were gonna get her crabs, but you think that
for
that
the
might be
otter.
but you think that might be a bad idea because of
She
the
rides on
crayfish.
crayfish.
Yeah, and also just don't give people crabs.
Hmm.
That's
They
rude.
were for the otters.
Oh,
My
okay.
my assumption was that the otter was like her buddy, you know? And so if I brought cake for her and crabs for the otters, everyone would be happy.
You think the otters are working with Trolla?
I don't know, man.
I mean, maybe perhaps they all live here in the swamp, so maybe they're in league. Maybe she
well,
doesn't scream at otters.
put it
I
this
just
way.
knew I just knew there were otters out here,
Hmm.
maybe. So
Or at
if I
least
was
somebody who
nice
transforms into an
so if
otter.
I was nice to the otters in the swamp, maybe she'd be like, "Oh, somebody who appreciates the swamp."
I see.
Butter her up indirectly.
Hmm.
Well, I'm thinking this Trala person, they would be up their sleeves to finding out what happened here. Now, the fact that they do not like the dwarves is a little bit of a problem, but
Yes.
that doesn't mean that we can't interact with them. We're not the dwarves. We're supporting the dwarves, but maybe we can understand a little bit about their feud from Trala's perspective, yeah?
I mean, technically, are we even really supporting the dwarves? More, we're asking them to help us support people far away who have nothing to do with the swamp.
Yeah, like the only reason why we need them to get their fire back is because we need it to do our other objectives. So
But
at the end of the day, we're not even actually helping the dwarves.
they also helped Sunny. Don't discredit that. They're Sunny's friends, all right?
Are they? She just looks. Are they, Sunny?
Oh, wait, I was...
Apparently not.
Okay, well, in that case, easy decision. Let's go find this hag.
Let's also maybe not call her a hag.
Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe she prefers the term swamp dweller.
All right, well, let's figure out what she likes to be called and then call her that respectfully. How does that sound?
Probably just Trala.
Trala? Okay.
Okay. So, theoretically, none of these close islands look like they have a dwelling on them, yeah?
You can't really tell. They just look like land masses.
Alright.
I would
Well-
like to look out for anything that is vaguely house shaped that has chicken legs. I'm being very careful of that.
No, you don't see any Baba Yagas.
All right, just making sure.
So we just pretty much have to just go in a direction.
Mhm.
Anybody have a direction they prefer?
Which way do you want to start oaring?
Let's just
Start
go north.
oaring yourselves out there.
I
Let's
think
go to this one.
Land's probably gonna say something about the atmosphere and painting and some shit.
I'm not moving us.
I guess
Yeah. Wait. Oh,
hey, look.
yum.
There you go.
How long did it-
Okay.
It took an hour.
Yep.
That shit's far. Button. Button.
Oh, sorry, I was holding the mute. Yeah, so you're just pushing with an oar, just like trying to push off the ground. So it is a very slow going. But luckily you didn't hit any of the 10-foot water, which would have slowed you down. But you're able to make it there in an hour. And so as you approach, you start to pull up. You see a sort of a muddy island. It seems to be like clear of surrounding trees, so it's just sort of like a flat, treeless area. Seems to be getting some decent sun at this hour. And as you pull up closer, you recognize that the land starts to move a little bit, and that the island is inhabited by crocodiles.
Just like regular crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you sort of start to pull up. They start to move because there's something approaching, and several of them move aggressively and are sort of moving in for,
I
we'll
guess
call
we
it
go
an
to
attack.
animals.
Gil's like, are
Okay.
they like a 8 foot adult crocodiles?
Yes, they are.
Oh, and they're approaching.
Yes, they are. Okay, you can speak with animals. What would you? Is that a spell or is that an ability? Oh,
As a spell.
okay.
It's in the thingy.
I see. I see.
I'm reading it. Yeah, so just kind of be like, hey, what's up? We didn't mean to come up into your territory. We're looking for somebody. Sorry about that.
I'm just reading it real quick. Make sure I understand. Okay.
Yeah. How long does it last? 10 minutes.
Okay. So you cast that, and the two that are sort of moving in sort of an aggressive form, slow, like they're still starting to come, heading towards you, but they're like, what?
Yeah, we're just out here looking for somebody. We didn't mean to bother you. So we'll just get out. We'll just leave if that's cool. It's good with you.
They're like, so they have very broken grammar. You know crocodiles to be very low on the intelligence totem pole, and basically what you're getting from their broken grammar, I can't call it English or anything, but broken language is a threat to their young. So
Oh, we're not here to bother you or your families. We'll just go. We're not gonna bother you.
they're like, mm, go.
I'm actually gonna tell everybody while they're talking back, there's babies over there and these guys are mad and we should just turn around and pick a different island right now.
Yeah,
All right, let's just
don't want to fuck with the murder logs. Let's get out.
Hard left.
You, by the way they're sort of like repeating some of the things, you realize you're using big words.
Oh, hey, babies good. We know hurts. We leave now.
Like, they sort of stop approaching and they watch.
Goodbye. Have safe time.
Okay.
An aside, baby crocodiles are adorable and they make a cute little noise.
Also, as an aside, a group of crocodiles is called a basque.
That makes sense.
They are a basque of crocodiles.
A basque of crocodiles.
Okay, so
And bitches in the basket.
I'm also, before we're I guess out of earshot, you're orc lady, person who live here. You know where they live?
No.
Okay. Thanks anyway. So while the spell is still active, I'm going to be looking for other animals.
call out to the herons, see if they come back.
You have it as a ritual, so that spell is a ritual spell, which means that if you can cast it. I believe you can cast it as a ritual spell and not use a spell slot.
Okay.
Correct.
But it takes 10 minutes for you to do it that way.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
So-
we're gonna be on a raft for hours throughout this day. She'll be fine. She can ritual it up.
Yeah, just letting you know. So you use the spell slot to do it that time. If you don't want to do it, you have to sort of preemptively.
Yeah. But crocodiles coming our way. I might be use spell now.
Exactly.
Oh, if we killed them, the babies would have no parents. And I bet we would have pissed off the swamp witch too. So we're not gonna call her that to her face.
Okay, so now which way are you guys going? Someone measure me out a distance and which island you want to go to or other points.
Yarr!
Okay, you head that way. Which one is that one?
Do I see any animals on the way?
As you start to paddle out, you get a couple squares away. You can see some like lesser animals, like frogs and lizards that are sort of like stuck on trees, or you see a couple just like small birds that are sitting in some of like the tall grass as it sort of bends in the reed type thing.
I am gonna try and ask all of them
Okay.
if they know where Trala is.
None of them seem to understand what a Tralla is.
I mean, I'll try and dumb it down. Human, orc, lady, human in swamp. Nowhere is.
Human green, yell, big teeth.
Human who yell.
Loktar Rogar? Question mark.
Zug zug? Question mark.
They're the sort of the consensus that you can get from asking several creatures is just north-ish. So you're not you're not sure like where, if it's like completely north, if it's northeast, northwest, just north-ish.
I definitely share that.
Okay.
Should we go to the big green island to the northwest then?
Well, what's at this one we just got to?
So is this one you pull up? You get closer.
Hold on, actually, if we learn that like while we're here, would that change our course of direction?
That's your question. I mean,
I'm
would it?
asking. I'm not asking you. I'm asking my party.
Yeah, I think it would make sense just to change our direction when we figure that out.
Yeah.
Could do it.
Okay.
To the green one then?
Yeah, it's kind
Like
of this
this right here is also a little island, I believe.
little
Mhm,
poop
mhm.
island, yeah.
Little bloop. Okay.
Well, if each square is 500 feet, surely if we were to go like here, then we could probably see both.
Okay.
Okay. So that island. Let me double check my list.
Actually, yeah. I think what he's getting at is even if we were like maybe back here,
Mhm.
I could be like, does that one have a house on it? No. Does that one have a house on it? Yes.
Okay.
You want me to roll for that?
From you can't see a house on either of those two
Okay.
buildings or two locations.
No houses
No
yet.
house.
Might as well like check them though, right? Since we're here.
Mhm.
You find more crocodiles.
From where you're at, the sort of that limeish green island, you don't see any. I mean, you're 1,000 feet away, but you don't really seem to see any creatures on it.
Okay. Do you see anything cool? Anything useful? Anything weird? Mushrooms?
It seems like a normal dry patch of land. There are some trees, thin sort of trees, very reminiscent of the type of wood that your raft is made out of.
Okay. Not much here. Now where to?
But it is a dry chunk of land. You could camp here. It's large enough, it's quite large, so you could camp there if need be.
Okay. I will keep that one in mind.
How much time have we spent out here already?
2 hours.
About 2.5, little 2 and 2:45.
Man, doesn't being out here in this swampy water make you just want to break out some sort of stringed instrument?
No.
My fingers are not dexterous enough.
That's what she's getting at.
Oh, I thought she was talking about Rainbow Connection.
Landlin is like, I'm not that kind of bard.
Hey Myrna, do you want to hear some cool sounds?
Uh,
I like cool sounds.
what type of cool sounds?
The cool ones, yeah.
I mean, the last time you made something that made sounds, it's just supposed to scream, right?
Well, don't call me out like that.
Oh my gosh. Don't scream. You're gonna startle the crocodiles.
No, I'm not screaming. Tap the backpack. Tap my little, see what happens.
Tap the backpack?
Tap the backpack. Wake him up.
Alright.
Are you really gonna do this?
Look, we've been out here for 2 hours. I would like to entertain myself, I guess.
So I've been thinking a little bit about the turret. So it looks like this very sort of clean edges. It's not so much clockwork as it is magitech, I suppose. So there's like little crystals and gems and stuff that are interlaid everywhere. Little brass and I was going to say stainless steel, but I probably don't have that. Some sort of magical stainless steel equivalent, which has been blued and blemished so it doesn't shine everywhere. And in chat, very helpfully, probably turn it down a little bit so it doesn't spook you quite as much. But whenever it gets given a command or gets like moves from point A to point B, makes a little robot chirps, kind of like that. Doesn't sound very pleasant. And you know what? It's not subtle or quiet at all, but it's what it does. So any one of the things that come after the point where I bookmarked it, that video, is just what comes out of it when you touch it.
That's not a good noise.
Oh, it's not his fault, all right.
Huh.
Well, is it?
I regret this.
Why do you know? Why? What's wrong with it?
I did try to warn you.
It sound. I can't describe what that sound is.
Does Cyrus like the sound of it? Like, is it a good sound to him, or does he think it's
He thinks it's cool.
Sunny leans down and gives it a little touch. He's like, I like it.
Aw.
Yeah, it sort of chirps like a robot dog.
Oh, so like.
Or maybe it's just reacting to the whatever magic feels sunny when he touches it, and it's like a little conductive circuit. Who knows?
I was thinking of a droid, but I forgot its name. Not the
R2D2?
round one. No, not him.
The one that looks like a lamp.
BB-88.
Not BB-8. That's the round boy. BD-1 from.
No idea.
I know you don't know.
All the droids you could have picked.
Oh,
BD-1.
from BD-1 from Fallen Order.
Yeah, the Archie Andrews Jedi.
All right.
He's one of my favorites. He's a cutie pie. I like small.
He looks like a
droids,
VCR
okay?
with legs.
He does.
When we went to the grocery store today, the clerk, as they were checking us out and sending us off, said, "May the force be with you." And I'm just like, Philip.
Yep,
Yeah, Philip loves Star Wars.
I
It's
do
okay,
so
Philip.
much.
I know
It's
it's
okay,
like the best science fiction fantasy world ever. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Philip. I too see Frozen wherever I go, so I understand.
Yep. It's like it's
Anyway,
the
that's-
greatest ever. It's decent. I'll give it that, but it's
Yeah,
not
like, it's
world shattering.
okay. Yeah, it's like okay, yeah. Individual snowflakes. Yeah, I'm impressed. All right,
Not-
sorry.
not to
Enough
de-
hot takes.
No, not to derail or anything, but what's your favorite sci-fi fantasy world, Philip?
Favorite sci-fi fantasy world? I don't know.
I'm a big
I'm
fan
not-
of Jupiter Ascending, thank you.
Go to hell.
Ugh.
Like, do not stop, do not pass go. Go right to hell, please. You and your fucking pheromone magic bees. Your hawk boys. Get out
What's
of here.
wrong with magic bees? I mean,
Yeah, what's wrong with Magic Bees casters?
Lots. There's a lot wrong with magic bees.
So it's an island. Do you wish to do anything on said island, or are you gonna head over to whatever that other object of interest might be?
Is there anything on this island? Or is this a mushy swamp island?
It's actually fairly dry. It's a dryish. It's got more of the wood that your raft is made out of. So if things go south, you can head back south and fix your raft if need be.
we can count frogs to pass the time.
Yep.
Do you want to put... Actually, I need to check. Would I have had time to make my artificial infusions before we headed out?
Your artificial infusions are done every morning. So
Sweet, okay.
yeah, when you woke up that morning, you would have been able to create them.
So my 2 artificial infusions would have been my enchanted arcane or enhanced arcane focus, classic,
Mm-hmm.
and a magic item, a bag of holding.
Ah, you're gonna
So-
keep a bag of holding.
Sure am. Pull out
Okay.
a sack. It's just a shitty burlap sack with like some runes etched into it with like pastel crayon or something. Like, do you want to catch some frogs or bring them with you if you want?
Just
I mean,
let
I
them
don't-
suffocate inside there. Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't want to suffocate them. I just wanted the catch and release.
You can catch them temporarily and then like they'll run out of air, but there's enough air inside there to last a little bit at least.
A little
I
bit.
don't. We just leave the frogs alone so we don't piss off Trala.
Actually, okay, good
Yeah.
idea. Myrna, why would you ever want to make muck of the frogs like that? All right,
Oh my god.
wraps the sack up and puts it back inside his bag.
I just said count them. We didn't have to. You didn't have to get the sack out, Cyrus. But whatever.
But if the frogs are moving, how do you know if you've counted them already or not?
That's a good point.
Hence, pulls out the sack again, shakes it around.
Well,
She just like looks at everybody like you can't tell the difference between the frogs.
I was gonna say like Ridiel would know the difference between the frogs.
Well, we're all
Specifically.
not woodland people, are we?
Okay, I'm gonna put the bag down. I'm gonna make a very real assessment. I think we're all starting to go swamp crazy, and we need to.
It's only been 3 hours.
I know it feels like it's been 15.
I mean, as long as we don't start seeing like, I don't know, swamp fairies, I think we'll be fine. Let's just keep going in this direction.
I may go crazy and eat all of you,
It's true, he might.
and I don't eat.
Yeah.
Just do it out of spite.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, who would you eat first then, Sunny?
So Sonny turns his head away from everybody and starts making really unconvincing whistling noises.
No,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No, I want to know. I want to hear this answer. Who is it and why is it Myrna?
Oh, he could try.
Oh, I'm saying who would he try to eat first?
Do you not know how to whistle?
Radio, I do not have lips.
Oh, can I whistle?
Do you want
Yes,
to try?
you can. Yeah, you can whistle because if you're able to speak common, your mouth moves well enough that you would.
Nice.
Your lips are able to move well enough. Plus your
So-
tongue.
Do Warforged just like have a speaker and their mouth goes ma 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 ma?
I think it's more just like it's a magical voice. There's no air to be pushed.
If it's magical, couldn't they magically whistle?
Or you could get them a mouthpiece that would whistle, right?
Add on, if you will.
Yeah.
Remember, he
Attachment.
can't force air through it, so...
I mean,
Well,
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
sure they can
No
force
air
the bear.
passes.
Like,
Yeah,
we'll
see,
we'll
like,
get a
stick
fan.
Stick a bellows inside of me?
Yeah.
Make a little steam whistle.
No.
Clockwork contraption powering it.
I mean, you could make like a tiny, tiny bellow at the end of a whistle, and then you just shove the whole thing in your mouth, and you just chew up and down, which would force the air out the whistle. So it'd just be like, hoo, 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 hoo.
It's whistle-
Most undignified.
It would be like chewing gum.
Yeah.
You'd be doing something you hate is like sound coming out when people chew, Denitra.
I was like, I've never said that I hated that, but I'm like, yeah, I do kind of hate that. So.
You didn't even need to say that you hated it. I knew. I know you.
What can I say? I'm predictable.
That's fine. I get it.
So which direction, while you're talking, theoretically, you would have been oaring in a direction. Which way are you going to go? And head over towards F, or head over towards that little other spot? Or are you going to go just straight
Called
north?
F.
Or, sorry, that's what it's listed on
I
my
know.
low.
Just fucking with you. Just effing with you.
Look what you did there.
Do we dare to venture out of the deep water and see what's over here? Or
Well, we're going north, right? Because various swampland creatures said northish was where we could
listen,
find
you
Fala.
trust those magpies and frogs? They're liars.
Yes. I do.
I mean, I don't think a frog would lie to you.
You're really into frogs at the moment.
Based on what empirical information?
Frogs just seem like they would be more honest. Okay, just
That is conjecture.
well, this isn't a court of law.
Yeah, I don't know if I can trust something that uses eyeballs to swallow with, so...
You're gonna trust the magpie?
Yeah.
They swoop people like
Gwah.
for no reason.
Wow.
People deserve to be swooped usually.
Yeah, it's the same reason the crocodiles wanted to swoop us. We get close to the babies.
But we weren't trying to eat their clutch.
No.
Yeah, and when I told them that, they were like, "All right, see you later."
Yeah, so if someone just told the magpies we're not going to eat their babies, they wouldn't swoop you.
Fine. Don't trust the frogs, don't trust the magpies. Let's just go in a direction.
I think we should trust them.
The frogs and the magpies.
I say we go to this Piddle Dick Island over here. Let's go.
Do we want to check out the 80 one right over here first?
Oh, yeah, we can scooch past on the way.
Yeah, might as well. Just keep a good grip on those oars.
We need a hillbilly
Yeah,
version of Sea of
Myrna, I
Hillbilly
imagine
version of Sea of Thieves going.
you're rowing one probably.
Yeah. I guess she's like, I'll just keep a good hand on my oar.
Like Sunny's probably got the other one, but
Yeah. See, and this is why she's like, let's count frogs. She's bored. She's fucking rowing. That's the word.
Both work, I think, yeah.
The turret honks happily.
So you're gonna head north, or swing over by that little point of interest, and then head north. Okay.
Yes.
Come on, move. Okay. So you start to get closer to it. You notice it looks like sort of it's a type of tree. It's a sawtooth oak, so it's got like I think those are the kind that have like the big hanging leaves, or big hanging like branches. And it looks like a normal tree. It kind of stands out. It looks slightly healthier than some of the other plants and life that lives out here. And as you start to get closer, you hear something.
Okay.
It's a very gentle but high-pitched song. You can tell it's coming from like a stringed instrument, but it's really good. Like it's the music that you're hearing is very enjoyable. It's pleasant. And as you're like rowing past it, listening to it, you feel like you kind of want to start to dance.
Okay, I have something else I have to tell you.
What's that?
Even when you are engaged in other activity while traveling, you remain alert to danger.
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel danger?
You know that dancing on a raft is not a wise move.
Okay.
Man, I feel like shaking my butt.
Maybe don't do that. I
I'm
think
gonna need
this
everyone to
music
roll
is
me a will
bad.
save.
Will save?
Okay.
Wisdom. Sorry, that's wisdom
Okay.
save.
Still, even me. Yeah, I guess so. Wisdom saving roll. Where is it? Which side is safe?
Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna torque this raft. We're gonna torque the raft.
Oh no.
Yay.
And
Were we just like swamp siren?
I think so.
I forgot I need to do a save. Okay. So Ridiel, as you start to tell everybody, people like, this is good. I kind of want to dance. You tell like, hey, everybody, dancing would be a very bad idea, and everybody else starts dancing.
Cool.
Yeah. So everybody's dancing, having a grand old time on this raft. It is really shaking.
Cool. Hey everybody, do you notice you're about to capsize us?
Okay. I mean, I understand we're about to capsize, but this this
Can I
this
start?
beat.
Can I start to just slap people, see if that
Oh my
Just slapping them.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna like not like hard, but like reach out and just like, hey, knock it off.
It doesn't seem to whichever person you pick, it doesn't seem to stop them.
I mean, it's Myrna because she's like,
Yeah.
nah, I can't stop the beat.
We're gonna torque the raft.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna look at a couple things.
Oh no. I mean, look, if you tried to undance Myrna, I rolled the lowest.
Yep. I don't know what to do about this.
Oh my god, we're being Space Channel 5'd.
So as everyone starts to dance, you can hear the music start to get a little bit louder.
Uh-huh.
It's growing louder. It's getting
Okay,
closer.
give me just a sec so I can.
Okay.
I'm trying to look up something.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So, how far could I? How far? Okay, 30. So no, we're not close enough for me to phase step to that island.
No.
Okay. I'm just gonna face step toward the music, I guess.
Just
30 feet as far as I can toward the music. Do I see where the source of the music is?
no, you haven't seen anything yet.
Okay. Does it sound like it's like under the water or
Nope.
in the air or
It's in the air.
It's in the air. So I don't see anything in the air?
No. You want to try a perception check?
Yes. I do want to do that.
Is Sunny doing the robot? I need to know.
Oh my god.
He's more like just like bopping up and down because doesn't have that much articulation.
All right, what about Cyrus? How's he dancing?
He's like
15.
sort of like dipping his shoulder left and his shoulder on the right and like sort of doing like a fish from side to side. Having a great time.
Let me.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Tonight.
Oh Lord.
Okay. You don't see anything.
Okay. Then the only idea I have is to just face step out into the water. Not very far, I guess. Or actually, I could just face step across the raft because I don't have like a place. I'm going to face step across the raft,
Mm-hmm.
which makes it so that I can up to 2 creatures of your choice you see within 10 feet of you have to succeed a wisdom saving throw or be charmed. So I'm trying to charm 2 of you to keep you from dancing.
All right.
Good tactic.
Okay, so who tell me, let me know if this is metagaming or not. Which of the 2 of you do I think have the lowest wisdom? So which of the 2 of you have the lowest wisdom?
Which two seem like they're the least street smart?
Yeah.
Yeah, on a scale of 1 to 20, Cyrus is 13 wisdoms.
And I got a 10 wisdom.
Okay.
I'm
Mr.
not wise.
Lamb?
I went to college, but I'm not wise.
I'm book smart, not
is
street smart.
14.
14. Okay, so 13 and 10.
18.
8? 18. Okay, so the 13 and the 10. Yeah, I'm gonna try and charm the 2 of you. I'm not sure what the roll is. Where do I find that?
It should just be on the ability, it should say.
I have to find it. There it is. It doesn't say, I don't think. I'll just
8 plus proficiency plus your charisma modifier.
okay. So there's the read on it. It doesn't say, but you said 8.
Yeah, if the effect requires a saving throw, the DC equals 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your charisma modifier.
What is my proficiency bonus?
2.
2. My charisma modifier is 3.
So 13.
Actually, it might be 5? No. My charisma is 16, so it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 15?
Yep.
Okay.
No, 13.
What? You said 8.
Plus 2, plus 3.
Oh, I looked at initiative, my bad.
Mhm.
That's 4. So 13. So you guys have to beat 13. Don't beat 13.
So roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep, roll another wisdom save.
All right.
Oh, Cyrus failed.
I did it.
Yeah.
Both of you stop dancing.
Wow. You are both charmed, and now listen to or try to do whatever she recommends.
Hey, stop dancing.
Okay. You need
Okay.
to tell me twice.
Yeah, all right.
The shit song anyway.
I like the song, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'll stop
okay,
it.
no, I was being overly critical. All right, I agree. It was a fine song.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
So now it's just Lan and our biggest friend still dancing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but he's just sort of bopping, hydraulic bopping, I guess. And I'm guessing Lan's just doing like the lawnmower or something.
Oh,
I know. I bet he's got a great dance. As a bard, I bet dancing is a secret he steps.
But as a broody artist, I feel like he's
He's
just kind of
doing-
like shuffling back and forth. Just like
He's doing like the human dance from World of Warcraft.
he's
like
dancing.
interpretive dance. He's like, this is the sunrise.
Oh, so like Squidward dances.
Sure.
He's dancing to The Cure. His head is down. He's just kind of kicking his feet left and right.
Oh god, the goth shuffle. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
he's a broody artist. Come on.
You,
So, go ahead.
So, the sound of the music. So you've teleported. You said you like to the. Are you
I just
teleported?
went from one side of the raft to the other.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
I realized I didn't have to do the full 30 feet. It was just like, boop, and just scoot it over.
Gotcha. So as you do that, and you start to like talking, you hear the music grow a little louder, and it seems like it's like moving past your, on your what would be the east side, and the little there's like you've noticed there's frogs and creatures around you. One of the frogs like kind of like swims up and is like, this is great music, isn't it? Don't you just love it?
He's talking.
That's what you hear.
Can just Ridiel understand
Nope, all of you hear it.
You know
My space
what?
with animals is gone.
Ah!
I don't know. You
Myrna's
could-
like, this is a good song. Who's singing it? Like,
Frogs don't talk.
There's a
Frogs do talk. You just can't usually understand them.
there's a little
I
like
see
lizard
that.
kind of skittering across the water, like coming from like the north going west, and he was like, I love this tune, it's the greatest ever, as it just like in a super like high pitch as it like runs across the water away from you.
Ridiel, this song is really good.
I'm not challenging that. However, you guys were gonna tip us over.
Yeah, I guess that would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, that would have been.
Pretty bad. Do you guys have a way to stop them dancing?
You hear another voice. It's like, isn't this the best? Like, don't you just love my music? I mean, the music.
Your music's pretty cool. Who are you? Can I get your autograph?
The music stops completely, and there's just a tiny little fae appears just like right in front of you. He's like, yes, yes, of course.
How big is the fae?
Tiny.
All right.
Oh, like
So
Big
it's
of
probably-
holding sized.
So he's probably, around the size of a cat, house cat.
So it's pretty
Right.
amusing that I stopped the Fey charm with a Fey charm.
That's why it worked.
Barely. 12
Your-
when you needed a 13.
Because his DC was a 12,
Oh.
and so your DC was a 13. So I was like, well, I'll rule that that's more powerful.
All right, cool. Hopefully I have like parchment of some kind. I'll look through my shit to see if I can legitimately get this Faye's autograph, because why not, right?
Sure.
So now that the song has stopped, that means Lan and Sunny have stopped dancing too, right?
Correct. You guys, I mean, yeah, the music stopped, and you may still be like, oh, that was good, and kind of like want to sway to it, like your memory of it. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's nothing, you're not moving nearly as much.
No, the animals talking freaked Sonny out. It's bad enough
Bad
people
trip.
talk.
So yeah, I'm gonna just pull out that parchment and I guess hope that they can hold the quill to write their name down or whatever.
Yeah, he's able to, he kind of, it's like he's like double fisting it to try and hold it, and he's moving his whole body basically. But yeah, he's able to write a scrawl on the paper.
Does he write down his real name?
Mm. Do you know his real name to compare it to what's written down?
Just saying, because when a Fae gets somebody's real name, they can control them.
I'm not sure that applies in this situation.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell his name starts with an M. That's the biggest letter. And then there's a couple more letters.
All right. Yeah. So we're just gonna. She just kind of looks around at everybody as she tries to keep like chatting up this fairy. Like, oh my god.
So yeah, you like the music. I don't know if my autograph yet is worth anything. And his voice is supposed to be very high, but I'm not gonna try and do that because no one wants to hear that. But
I do.
no, of
course you do.
I said no one wants to hear that. That wasn't a question. Yeah, I don't know if my autograph is worth anything yet. Once I get a band together, I'm sure we can really sing. But right now it's just me. But I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Did you like compose that piece all by yourself?
I did. I've only been working on it for a day or two now. It's been a lot of fun.
Have you only been out here for a day or two?
Oh, no, I live here. That's my tree. That's the tree I live in. He points back at
That's
the...
why that one looks so much nicer, huh?
Yes. I take very good care of my trees. And they take care
Nice.
of me.
Oh, so you have multiple.
No, I just call it they.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay.
So
Trees are ladies and gentlemen at the same time, after all.
why are the frogs talking?
Like a frog that's like just swimming around is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Frogs can't talk.
Stop it!
And the little fairy kind of giggles to himself. And
Myrna's
then,
just enamored. She's just like, wow, a talking frog who is telling me that it can't talk. This is amazing.
That's your familiar or something?
and then so he kind of looks over and looks at like, and then Sunny in a high pitched voice says, "What? Frogs are amazing. Of course they can talk."
Frogs are so cute.
Sonny opens like his visor, tries to reach into like the his open mouth, like his open head portal. It's like, stop it!
Yeah, so basically, any little creature that's around just starts saying how amazing they themselves are, or how amazing the song was. And very quickly you realize it's all the same voice.
Come.
Okay. Nice.
So you live out here.
I do.
Have
I don't
you?
want to.
Oh, sorry.
No, go.
And
Have you seen any like loud screaming women lately?
Are you referring to Tralla?
Yeah, Miss Tralla. Like, have you seen her? We just want to talk to her.
Yeah, I saw her a couple days ago. Like, 3 or 4, something like that, days ago.
And does a dragon live out here?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
What's its
Yeah.
name?
the Salt Dragon.
I don't know his name.
Do you know? Have you seen him? What color? What color is he? Or they?
It's a dark colored. It's kind of shiny, but that's maybe water. I don't know. I try and stay very, very clear of that.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. So, do you typically get like guests out here to come listen to your music?
No, there's never anybody out here. It's me, just all alone. He starts to like play like a kind of a somber song on his little fiddle, and everybody roll me wisdom. No. Everybody starts to do like a slight like emo dance, and he's like, "Oh right," and stops.
The dwarves in town said there were like swamp people out here. Are they super raw?
No, they're. I mean, I don't know what they mean by swamp people, but there are people that live here.
Why don't you go play for them?
They don't seem to like my jokes or my songs.
That's
unfortunate.
Yeah,
I
that's a
wonder
shame.
why.
Sunny,
There's no inflection in my voice. Shut up.
I don't need inflection in your voice to understand what you're saying, but all right, fair enough.
hey, you're the one who taught him sarcasm, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, exactly. And that means it's my responsibility to ensure he uses this great gift responsibly, all right?
Riddle me
That's
this, then, Cyrus. Was that not an opportune time to use sarcasm?
It would have been an opportune time to use sarcasm if not the fact that we are trying to be friendly to our good Feywood friend over here.
4 out of 5 members friendly is odds enough that are good for me.
Well, if you want to gamble with those odds, you can gamble with those odds, all right? That's your choice.
So what do you think of Tralla? Like cool person, not cool person?
Yeah. And
Does she like cake?
Is there a
Does she
reason
like
the dwarves
cake?
and her don't get along?
Well, so I mean, I think she's okay. She's often a lot. But I don't think she's always bad. As far as her and the druids, I mean, the druids or sorry, the dwarves are very industrial, and
Ah,
always moving forward. And she's a druid, so she's very much. Oh, sorry,
Punching a microphone.
sorry about that. So she's very much for nature and protecting everything, and this is her home. Uh, and I'm sure
right,
you
I
can tell that
understand.
the water is not helping. We're
Yeah,
all a little
the poop
nervous.
pipe.
Well, not just that it's sewage; it's just that there's so much water. It's. I mean, this wasn't always this much of a swamp.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't used to be a swamp. It used to just be like a
No, I mean it's always been lowlands
yeah,
and
but now
whatnot.
it's just like a soaked
Yeah.
swamp.
It's a touch more fetid than it used to be.
Yes, yes. I don't know how much of the swamp you've seen, but there's a over to the west. There's like an entire sunken village. So I mean, like that's just as an example.
So Star slowly turns his head towards Ridiel to see what Ridiel's reaction to all of this.
She's okay, so she's mostly deadpan, and she says, "Now I know why they call it Dargath's tears.
You know
He's
what?
sad he's fucking up this swamp."
All right,
Well,
all right. I get the feeling we're about to stumble into one hell of a crusade. So let's figure this one out, shall we?
yeah, it's just another fucking Tuesday.
How do you even solve that problem? Too much water. It's not a thing you can solve.
The RPG brain is just like, we just get some sort of arbitrary pump-like device, but that
All right,
doesn't work.
Take massive amounts of irrigation
all right.
and the draining of the local reservoir.
So here's what we need to do. Hear me out. We need to make a contraption and he pulls out the burlap sack to drop one of these into another one of these. We need to put it out in the water and it will create a large, like, what's it called? Like drain hole, right? It'll
A singularity.
Yeah, a drain hole.
Cyrus,
It'll
Cyrus,
suck some of the water out. And we can do that enough times until the water's gone, right?
Cyrus,
Yes.
shut up.
I think
No,
it's what. Fine, all right.
I'm pretty sure that would piss off the swamp dwellers even more, especially if it got uncontrollable. Like, just think of the logistics.
It's
But
not
if
going
there
to get
was no
uncontrolled.
swamp anymore, they would no longer be swamp dwellers. They would just be dwellers.
Dweller.
What then? What if they want to dwell in a swamp? We can't take the swamp away.
Well, then we inquire with them first to see if they wanted the swamp to potentially be drained.
Well, if there is a flooded town, like how flooded are we talking? Like, are they not there anymore because there is too much water, or are they living amongst the water?
It's abandoned.
Do you know where they went?
Mm-mm.
Would you call a phase autograph common loot? Uncommon loot?
Common, if not less.
Sorry, it's a gray item, babe.
I'm keeping it.
It's a
Do you want to
key
ask him
item.
what that said, or are you just gonna leave it as it is?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely want to know what it says.
Well, no. Like, are you gonna like you can see the M and its other letters. It's all you can make out. But do you like want to ask him what his name is?
Yeah.
Or okay.
I'm gonna ask him like, hey, like, so autographs difficult to read because it's a signature. What is your name after all?
My name's Marmel.
Marmel.
That is a very nice name. I like it.
Why, thank you. It's very kind
Nice,
of you.
strong first letter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Marmel.
Okay, I've created this loot, and it will stay in my pack forever.
And to evict a cat. We're back.
Okay.
Kitty.
Okay, Marmel. Um, so you said she's a druid? This
Yes.
this lady, this thing. What's her
Trala?
name? Trala, yep.
Yes,
Um,
Trala's a druid.
does she turn into an otter very often?
Um, he like thinks, and he kind of like he's like flying around, and he kind of like changes positions, like he's thinking, like reclining, and he's like, so a couple days ago, I was, headed towards the dwarven village just to see, what's going on, and I saw her. Um, she was shaping out of something. It was small. I don't know originally what it was. I didn't catch it. Um, but she was coming out of some kind of shape as she was coming out of the sewer pipe, and so I mean that could have been an otter, uh, but I mean I guess it could be several other things that are small. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry.
That's fine. Did she have like a box or a bag or like fire on her or anything?
Yeah. Well, she had like a glowing rock. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, she had one of those. She had it on her when she first came out, but like, it was like in something, like a box. It was in a box, but it was still like glowing through the box. It was
Hmm.
weird. I
Sounds
thought,
cool.
yeah, that's what I thought. It's weird. I've never seen a rock that like glows like that before. So yeah. So yeah. As far as otter, I'm not a. I'm sure she probably can. Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's what I think.
Okay. Thanks. Super
Sure.
helpful. You know
Yeah,
what? You're more helpful than every animal I've talked to in this whole swamp so far.
and all those dwarves.
Yeah, way
Well,
more helpful than the dwarves.
I would like to think I'm a lot more intelligent than they all are. So, you know,
That's fair too.
And thanks for not trying to eat us.
I wouldn't try to eat you.
Like we're all looking at it like, okay, just making
Would
sure.
you? All right.
I'm gonna hold you to that. But yeah,
Sweet, cool.
yeah, okay. So we're gonna get out of your hair. We're gonna go
Oh, you
try
gonna
to.
you're gonna leave?
Well, we do want to look for Trala, and maybe we can come back later and listen to
Oh,
more of your song. Maybe
yeah, that'd be cool.
on dry land, not on the raft, because it's quite dangerous for us to dance on rafts.
It's just so. I mean, the water's not deep. You could swim around here. He kind of lowers himself and kicks his little feet in the water and little splashies, and tiny little splashes. But
Do you have any songs that do other things?
She pats on Sunny. Our buddy here can't swim.
he kind of flutters around Sunny for a little bit, like, oh, okay.
I have mom aggro, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do you have any songs that do other things?
No, no. Most of my songs are. I have like a happy song. Um, I have had a lonely song I've had for quite some time. Um, I've been working like brainstorming like a rage, like an angry song, really make you want to like thrash around. I don't have a name for it or anything, but just yeah, sort of whatever. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, all of his songs will make you dance.
Okay. Just different kinds of dancing.
Nah, it's just dancing. It's however you would dance as a person, basically.
Okay. So even the like angry one is still gonna make you just boogie.
Yeah, just make it dance around. Maybe you like start a little mosh pit type thing, but yeah, just
Different kinds of dancing.
maybe.
Different types of dancing.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, I don't wanna speak for the group,
I'm
but
back.
oh, welcome back.
Look.
Anything else you want to ask Marmel? No?
Marmel, in your honest opinion, do you think that the people of the swamp would appreciate the swamp being reduced in swampiness? Or if they adapted to how it is now, then would it be more disruptive?
I think the people that are here now are here because of what it is now.
Okay.
So, before the people don't want what's now, but the now people probably don't want what's before either.
Right. No, that makes sense. I'm just
They
I'm just
don't
thinking.
want what's later, too.
Well,
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess that if the thens don't want the nows probably don't want the soon to be.
Time
Alright.
is meaningless.
philosophical phrases aside, the reason I'm asking is we probably should figure out this feud between the swamp dwellers and the dwarves before it actually boils over into something real. Because this is very early, nip it in the bud. We can save a whole bunch of people 20 years down the line, you know?
Well, really, it's only Tralla that's like angry. Like, I mean, I'm okay. The others
how
of
long-
us. What?
But just because it's only Tralla that's angry, is Tralla not a powerful druid?
Oh, maybe I don't know. I've never challenged her, and I don't think I will.
Hang on, can you confirm she is a druid, right? You did
Yes.
mention that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, she's a druid. Did
He's
you?
like side eyes everyone else.
Did
Pretty
you-
sure she.
Oh, maybe
she-
you missed it. So a second ago, they asked when the last time he saw her, or seen if she can be an otter, and he said
Yeah,
the last
okay.
time he saw her was a few days ago, coming out of the pipe with a glowing rock.
Okay, right.
Gotcha.
Okay. No, that confirms exactly what I was getting at.
Gotcha.
You said there are others. What others? What do you mean? Are they and they're happy with how the swamp is now?
I mean, I guess Snaw seems to be pretty content with what he's got.
Snob?
Yeah, he's pretty content. The others are all kind of like I don't want to talk bad about him, but really it's like the others are kind of mindless and they don't like my music at all, which is why I think they're mindless. But the creatures around here, like the alligators have plenty of space to roam and food to eat. The frogs have plenty of food to eat. The spiders have plenty of frogs to eat. I mean, it all it's all kind of works itself out in the end. So I don't.
How big are these spiders?
About the size of the frogs.
Okay, right. Okay, so it's an equal opportunity dog
Yeah.
eat dog sort of. Okay, got
Yeah, which is about the size of the crocodiles.
But
Which is about the size of the crocodiles. So I mean, yeah, it all evens out.
so they're not the frogs that we've been seeing.
I mean, they're like the frogs. They're just bigger.
Cool. Who's Sna?
He's the guy who lives over yonder. And he kind of points. He's like, it's the where is that grain silo? So yeah, he points sort of like northwestern somewhere. He's like, yeah, he's over there. If you head that direction and you go past what would be 17 oak trees and only 2 birch trees, he should be at like the very next oak tree, like right at like number 18.
Ridiel's nodding as if those directions were totally natural and made sense.
What does Snaw look like?
Well, he's pretty big. He's kind of bulky.
Is he like a frog or a spider or
No.
Is a guy? Maybe like a dwarf or an orc or
I'm not sure what he's called. He's just big, brutish, angry.
But you like him.
I don't know that I like him.
Is he an ogre?
2 arms, 2 legs.
Yes, 2 arms, 2 legs.
Does he have a tail?
No, no tail.
Okay. How tall is he?
Kind of. He's like bigger than you guys.
Bigger than Sunny?
Yes.
Okay, so he's like an ogre or a giant or something, maybe. An ogre in the swamp. Um. Earlier, we were asking the frogs and stuff where Trala lives, but we had to, frogs. You have to be like
Mm-hmm.
big person, green. Where is at?
I've never really talked to them much. I just talk through them. That's kind of fun sometimes.
Okay. Well, maybe they were sending us to Sna. Do you know where Trala lives?
Yeah. She's up north, so she's a little bit further. That one's gonna be like 25 trees. Like 25, like maybe I don't know. I always kind of like there's like a couple spots that she's like I've seen her in. Um, but yeah, it's about 25 trees up. You'll notice there's her
Were
little
those oaks or birch?
it'd be oak. There's only I think there's like 4 birch on the way. Um, what? Yeah, because I used to visit the second one.
I'm writing this
yeah.
down. My notes
Yeah.
now say 25 oaks and 4 birch north.
Okay. He starts rambling on about the second and the third birch.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you stop him, he's gonna go for like probably like 5 or 6 minutes, just like talking about that particular tree.
No, she's interested.
Okay. So yeah, he does that for several minutes, and he's like, "Oh, anyway, so yeah, so once you go past that, you'll start to see some like mud things, and that's like her craw thingy, the crawfish, crawdads, craw. Um,
Okay.
yeah, those things make her like tunnels. So yeah, you find those, and bam, you're there.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. Good to hear.
Mom says hi.
Jigs.
Also, just a quick aside. Today is my baby brother's birthday, so
Aw.
Happy birthday, Mini Mandanitra.
Mini Mandanitra.
We look so much alike that just unsettles me. Never say that again.
I don't know what I've never met anyone of your family.
I know. So it's just like,
You say that, but I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, we got directions to Trala's place via a number of oak and birch trees. And also to a different guy's place named Sna, who's probably like an ogre or a giant, who we may not want to visit.
Okay.
But may not have a choice.
And did we get the dragon name?
No. He doesn't know the dragon's name either. And Radial's like, I was lied to.
While him and Radial were talking, the light in Sunny's eyes just went really dark.
Yeah, there was a brief like, yeah, that third birch tree, the story about blah 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 blah. And they talked for like 6 minutes. And Ridial, being a nature nerd, is like, oh, okay, yeah, that's totally interesting.
All right. Yeah, well, Myrna was looking around, just, making sure that Sunny is okay. And when she zones off, or when she zoned out, she was just like trying to count the number of frogs in the area. Because yes, that's what I'm on about today. Okay.
Can I make a a request, DM.
You can, of course.
It's like a past request. So I asked for the lemon cake for
Mhm.
Trala, whose name I keep forgetting for some reason. Do you think it would be okay if I was like, I also want to take some like lemon cupcakes for me and my friends because I want cake too.
You want to retcon and have a little more treats?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay, then I'm gonna offer Marmelo a cupcake if you want.
Whose cupcake are you giving away though?
Mine.
Okay.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Just give him mine.
I mean, I probably wouldn't have the exact number of cupcakes for everybody. There'd probably be more than the number of people on the raft. So
A baker's dozen of cupcake.
Yeah, an entire cake plus 13 cupcakes is what you
more cupcakes.
brought with you into the swamp.
Look, we never said how big the cake was, Philip. It could be one of those cute little,
Anyway,
I mean, they're dwarves. Like, how big is the cake that they're gonna make anyway?
Dwarves are broad. I would say they would eat a normal size or bigger cake.
Exactly. Have you seen the shit they make? It's all huge because they're just like
You're
size
right.
inadequacy issues.
You're right. Yeah, like that part in the Hobbit trilogy, that place was like really big.
Their doors are like 40 feet tall for some unknown reason.
Yeah, it's like the Lalafell in Olda. It's like, why is the door so big? There's
It's
diminutive people.
architectural compensation, you know?
I forgot that they made it into movies, and I was like, Denisha, The Hobbit is a single book.
Yeah. Oh, another hot take. I like the Hobbit trilogy.
I had fun with it as well.
I like
It
it better
feels a-
than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. That's
All right,
the hot
that
take.
is a hot take. You're right. No, I'm pretty sure legally I have to fight you over that. So see you in Virginia.
You're on. You're on.
Yeah, okay. I'll have a couple of swords there. We can go on. We can go at it.
Oh no, sorry, I'm a grappler.
That's fine. It's grappling involved in sword fighting.
So,
Stop making that face, Michelle.
So cupcakes.
Yeah, I mean, you can give Marmel a cupcake.
Do they want it?
He's very excited. He likes it. He thanks you very much. And
See,
he
everybody
instantly
likes
gets
lemon
diabetes.
cake.
Oh my god. You can't
Oh my
give a
God.
fairy diabetes.
I don't know that.
Can if you give them their entire body weight in sugar.
It'll be fine.
Save it. They're just like hugging it like a big pillow.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute you let go, he falls into the swamp with it.
It's fine.
I want to call
got,
him
like, frosting
Marmite,
inside
but
of
that's
his
not
face.
his name.
No.
Marmel, yeah.
Marmalade.
So
Okay.
cute.
Well, thanks for your help, Marmel. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, but just be careful with your music. Don't want to accidentally drown people.
It's a really good song. We just
Yeah.
like need to stay afloat for a while, you know.
Yeah.
I've never killed anybody with my music. I'm a professional.
With
I mean,
my
we
music.
wouldn't die. It would just be sort of inconvenient for us to be in the water, is all.
Yeah.
You know, ease of travel and whatnot. You
Wet
don't have
socks.
sparkle wings and stuff like you do.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of like moves his shoulders around and looks, kind of like trying to look at his wings.
That's right. I am beautiful, aren't I?
All right, friends.
Let us continue to row.
See you around, Marmel.
Bye. And he sort of flutters off towards his closer to
tree.
his tree. Yeah.
Now I'm just like, how could that event have gone? Were we supposed to kill that fairy? How
Into the bag of holding.
Oh my god. You just want to shove something in there, don't ya?
When did Vash
do.
get here?
The difference is I talk about it.
Yes.
I don't do it. Yes.
Yet. All right, like
Yeah, Vash hasn't done it yet either. He just keeps talking about it.
All these barrels look explosive. Can I cast fireball on them? No, you cannot.
Please.
Heavens to Betsy.
But this place is messed up because of the magic. It'll go back to normal when we leave, right? No, don't blow up the building.
I'm scared.
So we pretty much confirmed that Trala has the fire.
Yeah. If we could still trust the word of our fairy friend there. But we should still go and try to talk to Trala. Maybe she'll explain herself. But then again, be judging by the relationship between the dwarves and the swamp, I can understand why she took it. So, especially if they drowned a town, because damn,
Yeah. I wonder if they know they did that.
it's a possibility that they didn't know that, they didn't mention that, they are just like, ew, swamp.
They're
So
probably very insular and just didn't know or care.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, okay, look, I think we're going to be rowing ourselves into a conflict that has nothing to do with us. So we need to talk about how we're going to deal with that.
Mm-hmm. And then silence
Cyrus.
descends.
I'm just... Look, this is why I think that we need to talk with our swamp-dwelling druidess to figure out their side of this whole story.
Regardless of what happens, though, we have to get the flames back.
Yeah, because
Exactly.
the the Dracula problem, the vampire issue is important.
Well, then let's speak with... Is it... I can't say it's not
Trella?
Mirna, that's you.
Yeah,
Trala,
that's me.
Tr-
Well, let's
I
speak-
surely hope you can tell the difference between lady who
for
lives in
some
the swamp
reason,
and
for some reason, Metra has been stuck in my head for the name of this druidess, and it's
What's
been
wrong with
throwing
the
me off.
swamp?
man, that song was good.
It was. You did all enjoy it quite much. Well, Ridiel didn't like it a whole lot, but
I mean, she liked it. She was just like, wait a minute.
Either way, I still think conflict is like, worry about solving the conflict later. First priority, we should find Metra, speak with her. Myrta. Oh my god.
Tralla.
Trala.
Trala. Oh, what is happening? Trala. Writing this down.
You know, you touch my tra-la-la.
No.
Ooh, my ding ding dong.
We
You know.
speak with Trala. We figure out what Trala's beef is and why she took the dwarves' fire rock, and then
And
see
then-
if they can be convinced to return it.
Yeah.
Alternatively, if the
But-
dwarves don't actually need it in order to solve this problem and she can provide the solution, then that works too.
Okay, but what are we going to do if that does not happen? Like, she could just say no and try to bite, and I do not wish to be bitten today.
Then we bite back.
Theoretically, if you explain to somebody that, hey, the world's gonna be like descending into darkness if you don't give us this flame, maybe they'll
Yeah.
care. I mean,
Exactly.
for all we know, she knows how to work a forge too, and it doesn't have to be in the city.
She
Yeah.
also might think we're lying, so
Well,
I mean,
we have to prepare for that as well.
yeah,
suppose
tough
that's
titties.
true.
And she gets blasted by old Gregory over here, and he pats the turret on his back.
Isn't
Old
Gregory the
Greg?
name of the? Oh, Greg!
Oh,
Isn't
Greg and
Gregory the
Swamp.
name of the zombie guy?
Gregory
that
shall
was-
live on forever with us.
Old Greg is a thing from a British
The
TV show.
The Mighty Boosh.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
no,
about
we-
how I called Giuseppe or whatever his name was Gregory
Gillespie.
Oh yeah,
Gillespie.
yeah. You just random G names or J
Yep.
names, I think.
Come on, Greg.
And doesn't old Greg live in a swamp?
Jerry.
Yes.
You want to drink Bailey's out of an old shoe?
Oh
I
my
don't like
God.
it. Please stop.
It's got a mangina.
I said stop.
Oh, you made me watch that like for the first time on my birthday, and I was like, "What on earth is this?"
Damn, got a funky ball of space tits.
You're a bad friend right now.
So, with all of this in mind, we can worry about what happens after when it happens. Right now, we just need to talk to her, see what she says. If she's hostile, then we take that in stride. But she's probably not going to be hostile as long as we just explain things rationally.
All
And
right,
if she acts irrationally, then we act irrationally back.
all right. Well, let's. All right, Sonny, let's get back to Rowan.
It's about noon at this point. You guys want to eat any lunch or anything, or no?
let's have a cupcake or two.
A little sugar high for everybody.
I'm going to nibble on
Cupcakes are
some.
not lunch.
Well, what should we do for lunch then? I
We
mean,
do have rations that they sent with us, right?
I
Mhm.
know, but
Uh,
the cupcake sounded better.
Actually, in the Netherlands, having chocolate for breakfast is normal, so.
This is neither
This is the
chocolate nor
swamp.
breakfast.
But it's sugar.
Nor the Netherlands.
Well, Cyrus
Sugar
is gonna
brunch.
have some.
You don't know
cupcake.
what a Netherlands is.
Who are you again?
All right, well, Myrna's gonna have a little ration lunch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what did they
Cyrus
send
will-
with us?
Just sort of some like dried meats, hard cheeses that'll last.
Mm.
Sort of like the sort of a sturdy dry bread. So you could
Yeah.
make a sandwich if you wanted to.
Yeah, a little lunchable sandwich.
Yeah, there's some other like, I mean that's pretty much it. It doesn't say there's like some like ration material, which is like, it's like an all-in-one kind of like meat paste. You know, high protein, low flavor, but it'll get you through the day type stuff.
All right. Well, I like jerky, so I'm going to eat that.
Yeah, give me that salted meat.
Cheese,
Yeah,
cheese,
It's
cheese.
jerky time. Jerky and cheese.
You know, we can probably trade off on lunches too, so we don't have to stop moving, since we've already used a fair amount of time. Not quite
Good idea.
half a day, but getting there.
Yeah, the day is half over at least.
All right. So, what he said was north for both. Trala's farther away than Sna, though. I kind of feels like we should avoid Sna. I don't know what you guys think.
Let's give him a wide berth. I don't that. Yeah, probably not. Don't want to deal with him unless we have to. So yeah,
And I am
Sounds good to
actually
me.
paying attention to how many oaks and birches we're passing. Using those directions, hoping that they're real.
He is a very interesting little fellow. They could be real. I mean, that may be how he gets around and counts and whatnot. But
Yeah. My thingamabob says that I can't get lost. So if they're real directions, then
well, you can't get lost by magical means.
no, you can't get lost except by magical means.
Oh, okay, you're right. My apologies.
So can't get lost.
Yeah, so you always know where you are and how to get back to the Dwarven settlement.
Okay.
But yeah, not getting lost is not the same as knowing where you're going.
I mean, it depends on who you ask, but you're in charge here, so I'll go with what you say.
Because there are like times where you can, like, you are lost in the woods, you don't know which way is anything, like you are trapped type would be my interpretation of lost. Like you get turned around and you're like, I don't know where the sun is, I don't know how to get out of here. You're walking in random directions type stuff, but it's not like, oh, I know how to get to this location though I've never been there.
Okay. So yeah,
So if you guys want to keep moving in a direction, measure me a
that's-
direction.
that's kind of what I'm getting at. Like, if I'm following oaks and birches, do I have any sort of indicator of what direction other than north we ought to be going? East, west?
No, not really, because there are trees everywhere. If you were to go in sort of like a straight line, you might be able to count the trees and be like, okay, we've gone past X number, but there are trees everywhere. So it's a very, without having lived here, it's a very weird system. But I mean, it's a general northern direction is really the most you can get from him.
Okay, well,
So
when we reach a point, when we passed 17 oaks and 2 birches. Philip, you better let me know.
So, can you see the square that I'm drawing?
No.
No.
Stop that.
Can you see that square?
No. It's fine. I see that.
So yeah, that's the general area that you would get from the trees
Okay.
and the direction he said to go.
Well, you're doing some Sea of Thieves logic here. If we go from here to here to here to here, we'll naturally encounter what it is we're looking for.
Theoretically. Unless, like, these grass things or this is...
Yeah, is this like poop stain over here? Is this like an island, or is this just like a poop
wait.
stain?
Can we see that from there? Because that might be, like, the dirt things he was talking about. The mud things?
That is 75 minutes. That's how many? I don't
It's
know.
like a mile and a half away.
15 times 500. So 7,000 feet away from you. It's pretty far. It's a thing, but you don't know what it is.
Well, old mate says, let's go to this, to this, to this, to this. Let's do that as a little ping pong way up the.
Wait, is it really 7,000 feet?
Yeah.
15 squares at 500 feet.
Okay. Because, 5,280 feet in a mile.
Yeah. So yeah, every 10 squares is a mile. Right? 500 feet. 10 squares gives you 5,000 feet.
Minutes! Okay.
So you head over this way. As you do, go away, sign. Once you get to about there, you are sort of passing through some trees, as you're counting them, and you hear some noises. Sort of like a hooting and a hollering kind of sound. It doesn't sound like common. Sounds more like sounds.
Okay.
But you seem to have found yourself on a wild band of monkeys.
What? Like swamp
Oh.
monkeys?
Swamp monkeys. And they begin to throw stuff at you.
Oh God, no.
Oh yes.
Ugh.
Rotten fruit comes flying at your little raft. You're gonna need a dex save from everybody.
Jeez.
So, like, do you want me to talk to monkeys too? But I feel like monkeys aren't. I feel like they're not gonna listen.
Like, just please try. This is gross.
Okay, but you understand, like, that's a spell, and I've already used a couple.
Yeah, you can do that. I still need the dex save.
Okay. All of us?
I'm working on
Yep,
it.
everybody.
Can I just take a fail on the deck save? Sonny just does not care. He lets it hit him and just keeps rowing.
Okay. So it's a 12. This was the save. So if you roll, the roll succeeds. So unfortunately, Myrna, you are the only one to get hit. And it does.
What about land?
Oh, right. Sorry. Come on, dex save.
It's okay, Myrna. I got hit too.
Can I do something?
Yes. So yes, then the two of you both get hit with a little fistful of monkey poo.
Oh, great.
They just seem to be yelling and they're throwing stuff trying to make you go away.
Lovely.
We should have brought Marmal with us.
What did you want to try and do?
Oh, I was going to see if I could use the Eldritch Cannon's Protector ability to give everyone on the raft temp HP and to see if that would protect them from the incoming poop. Or if that would just not matter.
Is it a shield?
Yeah, it's a barrier. Gives everyone in a 10-foot radius a 1d8 plus something I forget temporary HP shield.
Okay.
So I know they don't do any damage mechanically, but I was wondering if, for flavor reasons, if it might halt the poop from hitting their skin.
Yeah. How many people can you hit with it? Can you protect?
It's just unlimited number of people, but it's just everyone within a 10-foot radius.
Oh, okay. Then yeah. You can once the first piece of fruit, you hear the noise, and the first piece of fruit that lands near you into the water, or whatever, you throw that up. Yeah. I'll grant that can stop the poo from landing.
Yeah, don't
So
want
sort
that
of
getting mixed in
slides
with
down.
their hair or scales or whatever.
Okay. Okay.
And
yeah.
naturally, the turret makes a horrible fucking mechanical honking noise when the shit goes out.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'll allow
gosh.
it.
Yes.
I would like to, because I assume that we'll be like kind of semi-slowly moving through this rain of shit.
Uh, you're moving at about 10 feet per minute, or no, 100 feet a minute.
Okay.
So
Well then, never mind, I guess.
okay. Yeah. So you guys get in, and then you can see that one last rotten plum comes like sailing over and just like plunk, and hits in the water as you fairly quickly get out of their range.
I didn't know that monkeys lived in swamps. This is
They-
awful.
So as you approach this area,
As I approach this area, when it seems like we're 10 minutes away, or maybe a little less, I'm
Okay.
gonna do speak Faminals, just
Okay.
in case there's more monkeys.
okay.
Just in case there were monkeys.
So you begin to cast the ritual as you guys pull up. What you see here is land, but it is a lot smaller than the other islands. It's interesting, I guess, to say the least, in that it's like you can tell that there's land and there is some kind of a structure built onto this, but it's fairly destroyed. It looks like it has definitely seen better days.
It's been the star of many plays.
It has indeed been.
And the bottom dropped out.
No, the bottom is still currently there.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And then, yeah, so...
Oh, look.
Did...
No, the bottom did drop out. There's stairs.
Okay. I'll give it to you. Was everybody able to see the new map?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is anybody having any issues? Okay. Then, so yeah, you see this thing, you see this smaller island compared to, like earlier where the Crocodile Island was larger, or the one where it said that you could have, like, was dry land and trees and whatnot. But you're here, and you pull the raft up, and you can see, you start to get out, and that is what you see. Interestingly enough, Ridiel, you would be the main one because of your ranger nature. You... Where is it? Oh, there it is. You see a wolf. What?
Because I cast a spell, so
Mm-hmm.
you talk to it.
So yes, you see a stone temple that sits on this dry land. You also notice, just sort of past you a little ways, over here or so, you see a canoe, a leather canoe that is sort of pulled up on shore up there as well.
I'm a real boat.
And near where the wolf is, you see a extinguished campfire. And there is a looks like a camp has kind of been set up. There's like a bedroll and like a backpack or something.
All right.
And there is a coyote right there. Or yeah, coyote.
Not a wolf, a coyote.
Not a wolf, technically. Yeah, sorry, my apologies. It is a coyote.
That's right. That's right.
I forgot I found the wolf token, so.
So yeah, she's gonna be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
It doesn't recognize you at first. It's sort of like staring at the small temple in front of you, and then quickly turns around and growls.
No, it's okay. We're not here to cause any trouble.
It takes it a moment to realize, that it can understand you. But it like you can see that it like kind of relaxes its stance a little bit. It's like, who are you?
So I'm Ridiel. Guess I won't lie about that. And these are my friends, and we're looking for somebody. So we thought we'd check out this island.
This is we here first.
Okay. Who's we?
Me and Master.
Who's that?
Master.
Do they have like a different name?
Remember, this is a coyote.
I don't know, man.
So it says Master.
Okay.
Names aren't really good for animals.
I mean, I had to ask though, right?
Yeah, you did. Just letting you know, like, the way you talk to it and what you know about it. Like, you're like, okay, it doesn't understand like naming conventions. So.
Okay. Are they inside?
Yes.
And you don't want us to go into?
I'm waiting.
How long have they been inside?
Sort of like long time.
More than a day? More than the sun going away one time?
One time.
One time. Do you think they might be in trouble?
He sort of, it's like kind of his eyes kind of do like a darting back and forth. It's like, I don't know. Master is good.
There?
No.
They didn't tell you why they were going down there?
No. Are you sort of in on the map wise? Are you staying that far away, or are you approaching as you talk, or how?
Oh no, I'm not getting closer.
Okay.
Just so that it doesn't get nervous.
Yeah, and Myrna's just standing there, just like looking at the coyote, but she's not like making any sudden moves. She's just like, oh, I guess they're having a conversation.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's magical growls and grunts and type things.
bark.
All right. So I quickly share all of this information with everybody and ask if anybody has any questions they want to ask the coyote.
Should we go check on their master then? Like,
My friend wants to know if you'd like for us to go check on Master.
Hmm.
because if they were instructed to stay up here, they will not be disobeying if they stay up here and we go in and check.
And I repeat.
Say. Okay. But don't touch stuff.
Right.
What stuff?
The stuff that he's guarding.
Okay. Sure. No, we won't touch your stuff. Don't worry. Can you describe your master for me so that we know who to look for?
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Do they walk on 4 legs or 2
No.
legs?
I guess he just sort of like, he's like tall, proud, man.
Is your master's name Sna? Do you hear people call him Sna by chance?
My master.
Okay.
Well, guess we're gonna go.
Do we want to do this? I mean, we've already offered. Is this something we should do? Because I don't know if this is the person we're looking for.
I mean, we're already here.
Okay.
We could take a look, see what's
What
going
do you
on.
think, Sonny?
Yeah.
If it's snow, we don't need to. We're not looking for them, so we could just leave.
What do you think,
Cyrus.
Cyrus?
When you were talking to the tiny little fae, and they mentioned Sna, he mentioned a silo.
Yes.
This is not a silo.
Okay, so it's a different person. Thank you.
Well,
I
I
need
think
to
we
be
should.
right back.
Okay.
Continue.
I don't know.
Please.
I think let's just go down there and check it out. Like, if the coyote has a problem with that, then they have a problem with that. Like, I don't think
don't-
Snar's here. I think, if anything, someone else may have shown up and is looking for the same thing we are. Maybe even they're a contact of some of the bad men. Who knows? Either way, it's worth investigating.
Yeah. Might as well just take a look. See, we'll pop in, pop out.
Yeah.
Here, if you're looking at the coyote, give me a perception roll,
Okay.
and I'll do that for Michelle.
I have perceived the coyote.
Okay. Then, as you're looking over and you can see what he's protecting, there is a backpack and a bedroll, and those are of human size.
Okay.
So, whatever, the fairy describing Sna as big, probably is not referring to, because otherwise he would have said your size.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's something, whatever is in here is of a human size. It could be an elf, it could be a tiefling or whatever, but it's of human size.
Okay. I mean, we can hopefully at least get some information from whomever is in there, if they're even still in there.
As far as for Denitra, you notice that there is a collar around this coyote with a little dog tag.
Oh. So I guess I'm going to I'm
yeah.
going to approach.
Radio can translate anything
Yeah.
that you need.
She, Myrna has a piece of jerky from earlier from her lunch, so she's going to offer the coyote a piece of jerky and asks Ridiel to like, what's
Mhm.
your name?
So he takes he takes the piece of jerky, and he seems happy about it. He doesn't answer with a name, but you are close enough that you can read the dog tag if you wish.
Yeah, I would like to read the dog tag.
It says it's inscribed with gravy.
Gravy.
And yes, the coyote is a sort of a grayish color.
So, gravy.
No, I mean it's the word gravy, like biscuits and gravy. It's the
Yeah,
word gravy,
I know.
but yeah.
Okay. She, they regard gravy, and I guess, like I said, I guess the party we're gonna go down there and take a look. See.
We're gonna go take a look in the swamp hole.
Yeah, we're gonna go into the swamp hole. We're gonna just take a little peek, a little peek.
Okay, so you start to head in, towards what the entrance. As you get up to it, you notice that there's sort of a stairwell going down, but it descends into a pool of sort of stagnant, algae-covered water, and there is a piece of string tied to a stone block that hangs down the stairs and into the water.
Oh, okay. So Myrna's just like, I see what's going on here. All right, so before I go and touch the rope, I'm gonna give another just like a good look around. So do I need the roll for like perception or whatever?
You can, if you're just looking, you can keep the perception.
Okay. Yeah, so Myrna's just gonna give like this place a good once over before she goes to give the rope, like a little tug, like, hey.
You can tell that a lot of this place, like the roof has collapsed, and so this used to be, an entryway type thing. There would have been stuff in here, but whatever destruction and damage has caused sort of parts of the walls to fall down, the roof to sort of cave in a little in places.
Like recently, or is this like
no.
ruins? Okay.
It's like ruins, yeah.
Okay.
But the whatever is down in the basement seems to have flooded for some strange reason. This thing is flooded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Myrna's like, does this person breathe underwater?
Could be a watery fellow.
I mean, it could be a watery fellow, but I mean, judging by the coyotes' campsite, I mean they're only so big. So do we know of any people who like can have that great of lung capacity? Because if they've been down there for a day, they're either belly up or they're in there.
Is there another? I think it could be like a secret entrance or something down here into a more normal looking facility.
You think so? I mean, this only looked like there was a stairway going down into the water. So, I mean,
you tried looking in the water. Come on, let's take a look. See.
I don't want to look.
Come on, you're a big, strong, scary dragonborn. You spooked out by a little bit of swamp juice.
Yeah, because I can't breathe underwater, Cyrus.
Well, Sonny will just walk down the stairs and just submerge under the water.
Do you do anything with the rope that's in the water, or do you?
No.
Berna wants to just like give it a tug, like, hey, come up if you're alive.
As you tug on it, there's no resistance. Like you pull on it, it just freely pulls.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to reel it in, just slowly, not violently,
Yeah.
but just like slowly try to reel this rope in. Like, oh
Okay.
god, I hope it's not a zombie.
You start to pull the rope in, and maybe 5-6 feet past the water, it starts to come back, and it is a broken rope.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, that's yeesh.
So as she pulls the rope up, Sunny marches down into the tunnel, down the little not tunnel, the ladder, stairs.
Yeah, I'll cast
Marches
light
down.
on my shield as I'm going underwater. Big underwater flashlight.
Okay, so you move down, and you notice as you enter a submerged area. And do you, what's the word I'm looking for? Do you look around, or do you just like, what are you gonna do once you've sort of become underwater? You can see a little bit, like the water's kind of murky, but you do have fairly decent. You can see 10 or 15 feet around, depending on how much you kick up from the dirt.
Yeah, sediment and whatnot. Yeah, he's moving slow, trying not to disturb the ground too much. He's looking for, the natural contour of the building, like with chambers and whatnot. He's also looking for, I guess, signs that someone else would have disturbed something. If there was like anything moved and like the silt on the bottom.
Give me a perception check.
Button. Didn't hear anything you said.
Oh, sorry. Give me a perception check. $16? Okay, yeah, 16 is good. You don't notice any like anything in the dirt that shows like movement, like nothing has been walking around. But you do know that as you're sort of moving, you realize that the above you is an air pocket. The where the stairs come down is lower than the ceiling of the room.
Right.
And so it has trapped air inside this room. And it's a square room, probably about 20 by 30 feet maybe. And the whole top of it, 2 feet above, is oxygen.
Right. But there's like, is there any other rooms connected to this, or is it just like
there
one?
So there are 2 pathways that come off of it. So yeah, that's what you can that's what you can see.
Bit dark.
I can see me.
Oh right, sorry. I forgot to give you the. Oh, stop moving! Stop moving!
I was clearing the fog of war.
Have to give you. How much does your light give out? Your light spell?
Yeah. 20-foot rays of dim light. Additional sheds bright light in 20 feet and dim light in 20 additional feet, so 40 feet total, I guess.
Okay, did that work, or did it just put light on a square?
I think you put the light on the square next to me.
I clicked on you. It's your token. Does light. Update token.
There we go.
Okay. And theoretically, everyone else is outside, so they can't.
Yeah.
Right. They're all like, they just watched somebody just like spaceman walk down into the water, just disappear.
Myrna's musing, like, perhaps I should have just tied the rope to Sunny.
Well,
So
Well,
what are
what
the
should I?
what do you think the two of you are gonna do? Just wait for Sunny to come back, or would you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna wait for him to come back, because, like, what are we gonna do? Just be like, oh, guess we're gonna hold our breath and go go in there after him, so I guess we'll just wait until he comes back, and then we'll... See, this is why I don't want him to lumber off before we decide what we're gonna do.
Hopefully he
But
doesn't die.
sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta be the rock that disturbs all the pond algae. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm glad that he's down in there doing whatever, but at the same time,
The two tunnels that you see coming off the sides have lower ceilings, and so the water caps at that ceiling.
Okay, so there's light in this room, but once I go, okay, it starts to
Yeah, once you sort of like swim through the tunnel, you can go to the next space.
yeah.
But yeah, so you're in a sort of, like I said, like 20 by 20, 20 by 30 foot room. The water here is kind of moving very gently. It just kind of flows a little bit. There's
So the water isn't stagnant. There is some kind of a weak current leading somewhere.
yes, but you can feel it coming and going from, like there's something in here is creating a little bit of a current, I guess.
Gotcha. Before I go any deeper, I will go slowly trudge my way back up the stairs.
As you do, you have the algae, like as you first come out, the algae just sort of covers over your face and shoulders.
Yeah, water like starts to pour out of like the slits in the visor, or the the mouth part of the visor.
welcome back.
There is a room down below. There seems to be a pocket of air at the top of the room. After that, I'm not sure. Figured it'd be better to come back.
Well,
Gosh, I wasn't... Okay, look, I know I've been complaining about not wanting to get, like, my socks wet, but there's, like, monkeys and shit throwing literal shit, and now we gotta go... And we don't even know if we're supposed to be in there. There could be a dead... She's trying to lower the voice. She doesn't want to upset the coyote. Gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Green. While Myrna's still complaining, Sunny turns around and goes, I'll be back. He just goes back under the water.
all right, thank you, Sadie.
Yeah, so I'll investigate this junction right here.
Okay. This is a sort of a short little passage. It's a 10 by 10 foot room. Do you do anything? Are you gonna like a perception investigation, or are you just gonna keep moving? Or
Yeah, I'll try to see if I can perceive anything.
okay.
So up top, when Myrna's like, "Oh, I don't want to get my socks wet," Radial's like, "Hey, I have a really good solution for wet socks."
Taking the socks off.
Yeah, you got it, ma'am.
I knew it.
So you're sort of trudging along, try not to disturb stuff too much under there, but you kick something, and you can, like you look down and you can see that there is some kind of a bag on the ground.
I'll scoop it up and
As you do, you pull it up and you realize that there is a hole, and a bit of gold falls out of the little bag and slowly like travels onto the ground.
I'll lower it back down real quick and then reach my other hand down and pinch the hole closed and just pick the bag back up that way.
Okay. Yep. You get some falls out, lies on the ground, but then there's still some in the bag.
I'll make my way back up to the stairs and just hand off the bag to whoever will take it.
Okay. Yep. You hand off sort of a torn bag. Who do you think would be closest to the door?
So they're all standing there talking, and all of a sudden, Sunny's arms just come up out of the water, holding a bag. Like water starts to like leak out of the hole, but he's like pinching two opposite ends of it.
Myrna.
Cyrus takes the bag.
Okay, Cyrus grabs. Like,
There is 8 gold inside the bag.
Oh.
And
Cyrus takes the 8 gold.
wait.
Some of it falls out the hole with the water.
Okay.
Why are you sighing at me? What did I do? What's wrong with as he's counting the gold?
Question: Did you want to get the gold that was still on the floor, or are you just leaving it? Because some of it actually fell out. Okay.
Yeah, Sonny's just like,
Any of the gold I saw he's going to collect up and store away, and we'll keep it in mind to be sure to use it on party-based projects.
go check the opposite adjacent room.
Again, it is another 10 by 10 after you sort of duck under and, well, not really ducking since it's 8 feet tall, but as you walk through, yep, it's another 10 by 10 foot room.
Do another little perceivey.
Very nice, very nice.
Perceivey Stevie.
The 20, though, you do not see anything else in the water. Just, you can feel a little bit of the current still. There's some algae floating around, though there doesn't appear to be any, whatchamacallit. How did you get in there, Michelle?
I'm just giving a visual. I forgot I wasn't streaming. It's you this time.
Sure.
Listen, I streamed 2 of the 3 games, so I got confused.
I'm just messing with it.
She's hiding inside Sonny, where there's a magical air pocket.
Open up your chest plate.
So no, you don't seem to find anything. Though you notice that there are no living creatures. There aren't fish or frogs or jellyfish or anything like that, like swimming around in here.
Yeah. I'll move. I'm also checking to see if there's any more air pockets in the rooms,
Yes.
or if they're like.
Yep, there
So
isn't.
each room has an air pocket. Okay.
Yeah, both of these 2 rooms are 10 feet tall.
Then I'll move in a little further just to make sure.
Okay. Then you can see that that's a slightly larger room. Yeah. Again, as just walking around, if you want to do another perception.
I'm really afraid that Sonny's gonna get tentacled.
You see, you don't see anything like around you on the ground, but you do notice above you, there's something like really thick algae or slime or something. It is very well hidden, but there is something that is like just floating on the surface of this room.
Like something very viscous just hanging out up there.
Either like a slime or a fungus or an algae or something like that is just floating at the top of this room.
I'll
It's
take
like
Go ahead.
It's like a gelatinous cube that got flat.
But there is 15. Like you can see that up there. And again, this room looks like it is 10 feet tall, so there would be air to breathe up there.
Yeah, if not for the skin of grossness.
Yeah, whatever that is. But
yeah, I'm gonna use my my baton and like reach up and try to like stir it a little bit and see if anything happens.
It sticks to the baton, but it doesn't.
So it's just algae from stagnant water, pretty much.
Yeah, something like that. It doesn't seem to it doesn't respond and try and come after you or anything like that, but it does stick very much.
Okay.
To
What does it taste like?
Can't taste.
Such a shame.
I'll bring it back so you can taste it.
Okay.
Yeah, Sonny will make his way back to report for the moment then. Sort of trudges back up the stairs with his green stick.
What? Wait. Sonny, what's this?
some sort of fungus or algae. I was making sure each room had adequate breathing space if anyone needed to come down eventually. One of the rooms to the left had a skin of this on top of it.
All right.
Wait.
Hi.
So, Ridiel, do you know what that is?
I don't know, as I was gonna ask. I'll do a roll of some kind.
Sure.
Like a nature roll, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm like looking for it. Alphabetical. Ooh, that's my worst roll ever. 9.
9. No. The best you can tell is it's some kind of green slime.
That sure is green slime. It might be organic.
Can I smell it? Like, since it's been brought out, like, does it smell like
What did you? It's on. You said a baton. So is that like like your staff or a
Yeah,
mace?
my metal bludgeon, pretty much.
Okay.
Button.
Oh, sorry. It's stuck on the tip of it. It's kind of sticky. It doesn't really like smell like anything. It doesn't seem to really have a scent to it. But you notice that it is it seems to be reacting. Like it's like it might start to dissolve your weapon.
Mm.
Hey, Sonny, can you just shake that shit off? It's bad vibes, you know?
I don't know if I would call that bad vibes so much as it's like eating your thing like it's acid.
Ah,
And you said that was just sort of like floating on top of the water,
yes.
where the breathing would be.
Only in one of the rooms.
Okay.
This is why I checked first. Sonny will pretty much hold his hand over it and try to use like holy flames to burn it off, or sacred flame. See if they can burn the gunk off his mace
That's
before or his
cantrip,
baton.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can. Yeah, fire kills it quickly.
But it's radiant fire.
That's right. Yeah, it's burning it.
Gotcha. He'll check to see if like it actually like deteriorated his weapon at all. If he does, he'll just cast mend on the end of it real quick.
It's nothing to like a degree that would cause anything, but you can tell there's little
Yeah.
like
Pitted a little
rust
bit.
isn't the right word, but yeah, little pits or whatever.
A little corrosion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, back I go.
Thank you, Sonny. I appreciate this.
He starts whistling again.
Like,
Go through here again, make sure anything in this room.
Okay. So in here, you notice that the walls. Actually, give me a perception check.
No, you
Pardon.
finish first.
I mean, you're gonna know this because I mean, as long as you have a perception of like 5.
Okay.
15. Okay.
Listen, you say that, but
Yeah.
I might have rolled a 1.
So you notice there's like wall niches that are holding skeletal remains in this 20 foot by 20 foot chamber. The water here is fairly clear, although as you start to move around, you notice that there is something like your disturbance causes things to start to move, and things start to like move towards you. You see little brown worm-like creatures, and they're all heading to you. Need a Constitution check, please.
Sonny got worms.
Check or save?
Save. Yeah.
Just double checking.
Just double saving.
Okay. Your iron flesh and iron fortitude make this so that they start to latch onto you. You can tell they're biting. They're able to sort of gain purchase. But there's really nothing for them to drain, seeing as how you don't have blood running through your system.
Well, since Radial isn't here to scold me, as they latch on, I'll reach down and, like, one by one, like, hit them with the holy flame, just, like, right in the palm of my hand.
Okay.
No, that's bad. You're bad. You're no doing this to my friends later. You just
after,
go away
like,
now.
2 or 3 of them, the others can kind of, like, sense something, and they start to release and give you space. You are not a target they can eat, and dangerous.
As he sees them scurry away, he just goes, I just keep walking.
Okay, you gonna go further in?
Yep.
Okay. So in this one, this is sort of like both these 2 rooms you were just in have the 10-foot ceilings, so there's air in that room you were in. And again, in this one, same thing. It's got you can tell that there's air. Can I get another perception check? 14. Okay, not bad.
Button.
Oh, sorry. I keep holding the mute one. The 15 by 25 foot room, and you notice that there is a mound of bones towards the back part of this room. Most of them look like, swamp type creatures, swamp animals, but there are some humanoid pieces in there as well. You do notice at the sort of floating, about 2 feet above you, 3 feet above you, is the corpse of a human man. It's still fairly fresh, although the man's head and face are a pulpy mass. And interestingly enough, there is light in this room. There is a small floating glass sphere that illuminates this room.
Floating in the water or floating above the water and connected? Is it connected to anything, or is it just self-floating?
It's just self-floating.
Can I reach up, try and touch it?
Yes. Yeah, you can pick it up. It's a glass sphere.
Okay. And I'll hold it with my one hand, and I'll reach up and grab the collar or the shirt of the poor dead man and pull him under the water and try to bring him out.
Okay. So you've got the orb in one hand, and you grab the body. As you start to do that, a creature comes from the pile of bones. Yeah. So there is a creature of some sort that is now making his way towards you.
Run.
Yes, Sonny's underwater Scooby-Doo running. Just dom. His speed is only going to be, 15?
Yes. And it'd be what? Yeah, your speed is halved.
Well, yeah, it would be 15 because it's usually 30, so.
Yeah, and then you could normally double move, but trying to carry the body is going to prevent you from from double moving.
That is A-okay.
So yeah, the Wight is going. The undead creature, I should say, is is going to follow.
Is it also slower because it's underwater?
Yes, but it can move it. It can double move.
Boo.
No, it's not. It's not a ghost.
Straight faced. You said that.
No, just it's not a ghost.
So it is coming after you. So that is going to be initiative.
Bring it on, white boy.
Womp.
Okay. And it is going to hit, or not hit. It's going to attack with a sword that it possesses. Does a 12 hit?
You do not.
Okay, it gets 2 of those.
Now.
A 10. Okay.
Nope. Just hitting Sonny in the back and just not finding purchase. Just clang, clang.
Yep, he is just trying, and the water, I guess, is messing with him, and like you said, it just bounces right off your back. Okay, your go.
I forget. Can anyone disengage? It just takes their action.
Yeah,
Believes?
rogues just do it as a bonus action.
Oh, disengage is a bonus action.
For a rogue.
Oh, for a rogue. Then yeah. Then as my action, I'm just going to disengage. Just keep going.
But you can't move.
I can move. It's an action, not my movement. Action.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not attacking. I'm just my hands are full.
Gotcha, yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna disengage and keep trudging.
Please, no hit.
Okay. My turn. He's going to follow. And try again.
Yes.
A long sword swing. A 9. Yeah, that's not going to work. Seeing as how these weapon attacks just seem to keep bouncing off of you, you can't seem to find purchase. He is going to reach out and try and grab hold of your shoulder. $14. I'm guessing that doesn't hit.
No.
Oh wait, no.
I'll say, is that a grapple or?
Melee weapon attack to hit. Oh no, if it hits, it deals. Okay, so no.
All the algae on me is making me slippery. All planned from the beginning, I guess.
Yeah, he finds no purchase.
Yeah, good. Just
And
disengage again and keep going.
You're frustrating this ghost.
It's not a ghost. It's so white. It's some sort of undead. He's got to follow. He's got to swim like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. From a 19 to a 3.
You're almost out.
Yeah.
Nope, he does not get either the sword or a hand on you.
Wow. Lucky ducky. Lucky ducky, runny Sonny.
Yeah. And as he starts cresting the water, he starts going back.
Oh. Okay.
Back.
All right. As we go back, Cyrus once again taps Gregory and going to put out a shield pulse to everyone within 10 feet. As a bonus action.
Okay.
Still got that corpse.
Yeah, got a corpse in a ball of light.
Uh,
But now that
okay.
we're at, I can put him down. Respectfully.
As you come up out of the
Water.
come out of the water, carrying this body, the coyote runs over and immediately starts like sniffing at the body.
Is this
Oh no.
yours?
Yeah,
And
even
Sonny will put it down and immediately turn back around to the stairs and pull his shield up. Put his shield up.
okay. You don't see anything coming through the stairs yet.
Coward! And Sonny walks back down the stairs.
But
Sonny.
everybody who can see the coyote can. You don't have to be able to talk to animals to realize that it is sad.
Oh,
Very, very sad.
oh
I
my.
mean, sad situation, but all I'm seeing here is new pet.
Yeah, I was like, can we adopt the coyote?
Adopt Gravy.
Gravy.
Can we adopt Gravy?
One game we have biscuit, one game we have gravy.
Oh, we had.
That's where we're gonna
had
name the other
Gravy.
horse. No, it was Jam.
Or
Oh, that's right. It was
Yeah.
Jam.
If we get another horse, it's gonna be Gravy.
No, the dog's gravy.
Okay, then what? Honey, biscuits and honey.
That's
Oh
good.
my god.
Oh, we could name the one Scone.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Right.
when the white didn't follow, Sonny got mad. He was like, "No, come back here, coward!" And like
Hang on.
just back down into the water.
Hang on, Sonny.
Wait,
hang
wait,
on.
Sonny.
Add that to your HP pool.
Okay.
Myrna is offering her condolences to Gravy. I am serious. She's like, it's like, I'm sorry. There seems to be an issue. She's literally like talking to Ridiel to talk to the
How long
coyote.
was he downstairs?
Couple minutes. The walk back and forth. You're probably close to your limit.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
I figured it was over.
I mean, it's 15 movement. Like he probably like I in my head like he probably got through like 2 of the rooms in a minute. Came and talked to you, went back, had the slime in like 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, we'll say you have a minute left. If there's anything you want to say or ask or do, this is your sort of like your last chance to say something.
Offer our deepest condolences and ask him if he wants to come with, I guess.
I translate that without the I guess.
He sort of is like, he being Gravy, is very sad and doesn't understand. He isn't gonna say thank you. Doesn't understand that concept. But he like kind of like looks at you and he looks at the body and he heads over towards where the camp setup is, and he like sort of like nuzzles open the backpack, the leather backpack that's sitting there. And he like sniffs around and he finally finds it and he pulls out a black book and sort of sets that down.
Okay. So
And
Myrna's
he sort of says, what would he say? He'd be like, my master is this is his.
she thinks, you know what, she's gonna go pick up the book, and she's also going to offer her hand for a sniff and a pet.
He accepts.
I accept your pet human.
I'm not a human.
I accept your pet humanoid.
There we go.
Lizardoid.
So she she gets the sniff and the pet, and she picks up the book and looks at it. Do a little prelim skim.
Okay. While you're doing this, Sunny has headed back underwater since I can't have two people on two different frames, or I don't know how
Yeah.
to do that. We'll hold off on having Sunny go back under.
I can imagine. It's fine.
Okay. Then
Is it still there? Is it just like retreating back to where it was, or?
yes, it starts to, you can, what little bit of light you can shed, you can see that it has started to turn back. But the light, like, it's moving now that it can see the light that you're creating. It may come back for you.
Yeah, Sunny does the whole like bangs his club against the shield thing as he's like walking towards it.
Okay.
Can I do something quickly?
Sure.
Can I use my action and a spell slot to change my turret from shield form to turret form and then get it to crawl onto Sunny's back?
Do you think? Yeah. Okay. I was like, will it work underwater as a machine? That's flavor. Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sweet. Goodbye, spell slot. And as long as Sunny does not move more than 60 feet away from me, we're fine.
Well, hopefully he won't run away like a bitch.
Okay. Then yeah, you so you start to go after it, and it turns around, and so like the two of you head back into each other for
Square up.
Yeah. Then we'll do.
Right, Gregory, fuck it up.
So we'll say you went 10 feet in, and so then you're at you're in the main room.
In the middle of the main room, right for up there, yeah.
And then there's the hallway, would be those two, and then this is the start of that room. And so he's coming back at you. Okay, Denitra, what did you picked up the notebook?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you gonna read it, or are you just gonna like stash it?
Oh, I'm gonna look at it. Yeah, nosy.
Okay.
We're gonna do a prelim skim. We're gonna be like, okay, see if there's any, like if they have the initial their name on the corner of the first page or anything like that.
They do.
Oh, okay.
Rusgart, Rusgart.
Hold on.
I'm just spelling it so in case my pronunciation sounds bad.
Can you spell it again?
Rusgart.
Okay. Rusgart.
And so as you sort of like skim through it, it's basically a journal of him detailing his adventures here in the Sin Mire, and the things that he's found and the places he's been to. He notes some very odd clay pillars that he has seen that have were probably next on his list to explore.
Right.
There is mention of Marmel in there. Just little notes, a little drawing of the little fairy or little fey creature, and he's like, it says like he's got like under his, it says always laugh ! Reminding him to always laugh at his jokes so he doesn't get mad. Yeah. And so when you sort of like, as you're looking through it, like on the back cover, something starts to slide out. It's a letter.
Okay. Catch it.
And it's from a woman named Elsbeth. And she is from a town of you can sort of read the outside of the letter, and it's from Shieldfane. And basically the quick read through the letter is her pleading with Rusgart not to go into the swamp.
Well, any reason, or just like, oh, please don't go into that dank swamp?
Yeah, there's the letter is sort of talks about like the dangers and the fact that he's alone, things like that. It's just sort of like saying like, you can do all, you're such a great ranger, you can do this, you can do that, like, please don't go here, by all means come back to me, stuff like that. It's just a heartfelt
Poor
request.
Yep, poor bastard. So she wraps the letter back up. She's like, I'll bury the letter with the guy maybe when if we decide to bury this person, which we probably will, because it's a nice thing to do.
Okay, then
You can take the book though.
makes sense.
Yeah.
The Wight.
Especially since he traveled the swamp area and it's probably tips and tricks and shit. So
Yes. Okay, then we'll do Sunny. We'll have you. Why did it take it? I guess because the change scenes. So if you'll do initiative again, Sunny.
Do you remember what you had?
I don't remember what it was, but I remember the Wight was first. So.
And once again, the Wight is first.
Okay.
Should I roll initiative as well, just since the turret technically would go off my initiative?
Yes.
Or
yeah.
you should just go off for Sunny's.
Well, I don't know. What does it say? Just after the turret just always attacks after you?
It's a bonus action. I can command it on a bonus action like a hunter pet.
Well, so that how will you command it if you can't see it?
Thing is, I don't think I have to have line of sight. I think it's just within, as long as it's within 60 feet, it can receive commands. But I'll actually double check that quickly.
I mean, you can go after. You know there is air in this room, and you can swim. Like it's not going to be, there's since you're not doing anything amazing. There's no swim checks. There's no athletic checks or anything. You can go into the room, and help him. Like that's not. I mean, yes, it does put you in a little bit of danger, but
yeah, all right. Let's go. He'll take off his his stuff so it doesn't get wet, and then
like a backpack and kind of
yeah,
stuff.
all his other nonsense. Take off his socks. And
you're trying to be real fast, like throwing your shoes, just like over your shoulder, trying to do this as much as you can.
And then we're going in.
Yeah, so you swim in. The only light in here is from Sunny. Well, no, I take that back. Sunny, what did you do with that orb when you brought the body out?
I would have put it down so I could fully use my sword and my shield and my club.
Okay, so then it'll be with the body. The orb is.
Yeah.
So there's a little orb of light next to Rusgart. Okay, so then go ahead and roll me initiative.
Sure. Where am I? Who am I? What is this?
Who am I?
Okay, well, so goes first. Okay, well, he is he's gonna go with the longsword again. And he'll try one more time. 12. Nope.
Oh no, how terrible.
Sunny is gonna pull a move that he tried to pull and run in and try to bear hug him.
Ooh,
Try
okay.
to grapple him.
Kiss him. I still don't have lips. Can't whistle, can't kiss.
You can receive kiss.
The Wight doesn't have lips either.
Okay. An 11 does not hit.
Okie dokie. Battle of the slow underwater voice.
Yes.
All right. So, as my action, I'm gonna play Radiant Soul in attack position, and fucking we're gonna have the whole glowing eyes and incorporeal wings burst out. We zoom in. Michelle's making a face. What? Why do you make faces at my grand decisions, Michelle? What's wrong with this?
You know.
I think
Yes,
it's more
you
the
know.
trap.
You know what you've done.
And to follow this up, I'm placing face down. Fucking where is it? I had it pre-selected, but then I moved away from it because I'm
This is
stupid.
my goblin face.
We gonna... No, we're not gonna consume resources because that's its health. We gonna be bled that... Why? It says it's doing healing, but it's not doing heal. Oh, wait, I
Well,
clicked
because
the
you
wrong
still
one.
have it. You still have it set to protection, though, don't you?
No, I just clicked,
You
I
spent the
clicked
turn.
the wrong one. There we go. That's what I want to see. All right. Does Ghost get hit with a 20?
Yes, it does.
Damn.
All right.
Piss off, Ghost.
So
And we'll do this.
Nice.
pretty good, not too bad.
So that is
Yeah.
3 radiant damage, which is added to it because of the radiant soul. So 14 damage in total.
14 in total. Okay.
And I'll send this to you, Castus, since I'm not going to pollute everyone's ears, but
Just mine are fine. That's fine.
it's just, oh, you're the one, Sonny's the one with the fucking honking, like, Magitech Doom machine on his back. So he
Hey,
gets to
you,
experience
you,
this.
you put that there, but that's fine. I like it. I like the dudes.
Hang on, where are you? I've got more dudes for you.
The
Be sure to
dudes.
turn these dudes down. It has a sound warning attached to it.
Mm,
Oh,
That's
God.
never good.
nice.
Uh,
Weaponized dudes.
This one that it's bookmarked at. You feel that through your body as the fucking force ballista roars into life and blasts the ghost.
All I can hear is the freaking noisemaker thing from Westworld.
It's not far off.
It's pretty egregious. Like the volume was already at like half. I tried to turn it to like 1/8. I'm like, all right, now I can deal with it.
Yeah, it's like about that for me as well.
Was there anything else you were going to do, or is that just the attack it?
Well, he's going to move to put as much distance between him and the ghost as possible. I guess he can fly now, can't he? So he's just going to fly up to the top of the
You
ceiling.
can fly, but it's only 2 feet, so it's kind of hard to fly in only 2 feet of space.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. He's still going to use the wings to flap rather than swim because
Okay.
Helm has apparently blessed him with level 3. So here we go.
Sounds good. Okay, it is his turn.
Which is nothing. Uh-oh.
19.
Does not hit
Very
Holy shit.
nice.
because of the the forge
Nice.
blessing. It bumps my AC up to 20.
Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
This is the only time this has worked, mind you.
Yeah.
Every other time I'm like, Sonny's a frontline fighter. You're just like, natural 20. Sonny, sit the fuck down. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right. Fair enough.
Okay, yeah, the Wight tries what he can, but he is very mad. You can tell the anger in his eyes.
He has eyes.
Yeah, he still has
Creepy white eyes.
Mhm. He's sort of like a reanimated human, not like a zombie type.
Mm.
And it is
Okay.
Sunny's turn.
Yeah.
So he does have lips.
He ate
Yes.
that poor guy's face.
Sonny is going to. It looks like he's foregoing hitting with the club and like just trying to punch him in the face.
Mhm.
But he's really using Touch of Death, or what you call it, Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
I'm going to upcast that at level 2 slot. Not cure wounds. Inflict them. Okay, so yeah, this sheet never updated, so I'm just going to cast it off D&D Beyond.
Spells for whatever weird and
Did it?
foundry.
It didn't. No, it didn't cast in here. Uh,
Can you grab it from the compendium and just throw it?
oh, there
on
it
the
goes.
sheet?
There it goes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
you
yeah,
were
just-
what, 16?
22 to hit,
Oh, 22 to hit? Yeah, that's a definite hit.
and 19 damage.
Damn.
Okay. You Is that right? Did the math come out correct? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you reach out and wait, does necrotic hurt?
Doesn't?
Actually,
Is it,
no,
is
I
it
quit.
halved or?
Nah, it's you take full damage from necrotic.
Okay.
It's poison that has something, so I think it's just an unearthed arcana that you don't take. You're immune to poison.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so you reach out with your hand, and it looks like a punch. It feels like a punch, and you hit him. He like tries to block it, and you hit him sort of in the torso arm area, and just take off a huge chunk of his mass. He is definitely wounded.
Yeah, the flavor for Sunny's is it looks like when it looks like like corrosion, like rust starts to spread through his veins, and then just like his skin starts to like flake like old metal and just like peel
Oh, nice.
flake away.
So yeah, you do that, and you can see like where you punched him, almost like a hole, like you punched through metal, and the because you did a lot of damage and you brought him below half. You can see where there's like almost like jagged bits of his flesh that are like corrosive, or not corrosive, but like rusted, and they start to like fall off into the water and float around.
So, real quick, I realized that you were referring to the Wight, not Sunny. No, the Wights are resistant to necrotic damage. Sunny is not.
Oh. Okay.
So
My bad.
So half of 19.
So 9. Rounded down, right? 18.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's still below half, so you've still wounded him to that level. Cyrus, it is your go. Although I wonder why this doesn't, like, they're not listed on the Wight. Like, it doesn't say that as, like, features or anything. Oh, there it is. Nah, I see it. I was just on the wrong. I was looking under features and it's under attributes. Silly me.
We're gonna be doing this a very similar combo. Though actually, I actually get to do an ability this time, so we're going to start with Fireball. And I'm assuming that since we are underwater, that the magical nonsense of Firebolt will keep it fiery and bolty through the water. So it's more like a broiling ball of boiling water than anything else.
Actually, fire magic does half damage in water.
Well, we're doing half damage then, because this is all I can fucking do.
For some reason, Wizards of the Coast and their infinite wisdom decided that of all the magic, fire is the only one that is affected by water.
Sweet.
Ice magic isn't, lightning isn't.
Nope.
Alright, well, we do like 3 or 2 damage.
Yeah, 2 damage.
That's okay.
Plink.
Because I'm the support, and my turret is the carry now, so... We now do this.
That's a hit.
And...
Does that mean we're a bot lane team up?
I guess we are, yeah. So again, 7 force, 3 radiant.
Okay. Okay, well, the Wight is not doing well. So, but it will try attack again. Oops. Can it roll high? And it'll try a life drain one last time in hopes to preserve itself. $16.
It's almost natural 20. Saw that.
Yeah, almost. That is everything it can do.
Kick its ass. Time to get murdered.
This is what you get for taking this poor coyote boy's master away.
Yeah, with the old mace swing.
20's a hit.
Bonk.
8 damage. Yeah, it is still standing.
I'm still standing.
This is for me. It's Cyrus's turn.
All right, fucking honk machine, let's go. Let's do it first.
Sure.
Play
That's
this,
a miss.
this terrible honk noise real quick.
All right, well, does a 6 hit?
No, it does not. Sorry.
All right. Well, in that case, I dropped. No, he would have dropped all the shit, so he just says firebolt. Fireball! Fireball! Fireball!
9 does not hit.
Oh my god! All right.
The water's getting into your face. You know, you got a little up your nose. Kind of messed up your aim a little bit, yeah. And the Wight survives one more try. I don't think he's smart enough to run away though. That's a crit. Wow, 2 1s.
Well,
Sonny, you take 4 damage.
no.
Philip, I can hear it in your voice.
Except for that shield that Anton gave me before we came down here.
Yeah, so you still have +5.
So 5 temporary. Hey, let's go for life drain, right? Oh.
Yep. 16. No go.
Go for the monk.
15. Yes.
Alexa, play Big Bonk, please.
And it goes down. That is enough to take it out.
Yeah, Sonny kind of like just hits like the top of its head like a couple times until like its vertebrae kind of depressed into its like shoulders. And then he like makes sure he grabs. Is it wearing clothes or anything, or is it just like completely
Yes,
naked?
it has leather armor.
Yeah, then he'll like grab it and drag it out of the water.
Okay.
It looks like this is no longer the Isle of Wight. Yeah.
Get out. Get out.
Wow!
I'm sorry, I don't have sunglasses in here.
As you're so
I'd slow
you sort
clap,
of
but
finish reading,
talk.
Myrna, you have finished reading the letter. Well, yeah, like skimming through the book and the letter, and we'll say that you've been telling, not sort of like reading it out loud.
Yeah, just sort of
Sorry.
like
Dear diary.
Yeah. Talking about what you're seeing and scanning through, and about the time you finish with the letter, these two start trudging out of the water, and Sonny is carrying a body with him, another body with him.
We found a new one.
what?
This is the bad one.
Ah, okay, that's okay. I guess she looks at the coyote and she's like, I don't think he'll understand that that's what caused that, but
Your master has been avenged. So I just drop the corpse and give it a kick, and then walk over towards, walk away from the ruins.
Sonny, I know you just like beat up that Wight, but could you help me dig a grave?
Looks for an adequate place and just comes over. It takes one of the shovels off the rafts and starts digging over here.
We have shovels. Hilarious. It's like you knew we were going to find a dead guy.
You kids want to see a dead body?
Oh God.
Okay. So yeah, after it'll probably take you 20 or 30 minutes to dig a grave. Also, this place floods, so that grave may sort of like get saturated with water. If you're okay with that.
Yeah, but we're we it's either leave them to the elements or just put them in the mud. We're just putting them in the mud. It's the non-rude thing to do.
He'll go back to the
Okay.
circle life eventually.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
Maybe the swamp monkeys will eat them, or I don't know.
Cannibal swamp monkeys.
Lydia like lets them do their thing, but she's just thinking, just let him like go to the bottom of the swamp, and the crabs will eat him.
I mean,
She doesn't say
either-
that out loud though.
She doesn't say it.
yeah,
She's just thinking, you
yeah.
guys are going through a lot of trouble.
It's just a shallow mud hole. It's fine. Ashes to ashes, mud to mud, or whatever.
Let's be respectful or whatever.
I don't know what to do with dead dudes that we find in the swamp.
With the Wight out of the temple, we'll say Lanvelin is sort of looking over him, as a possible, art subject, and he points out that the Wight is showing some effects to the sun.
Good.
If
Like-
anybody cares.
You're like sunburned to react that like the sunbeam comes down and he's kind of like that or
Yes,
something.
Yeah. Sunlight hurts him.
So he's a white vampire.
White fight.
He's a Wight.
Which seems to be in line with the vampire-y fellow that escaped from beneath the ground before.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
In
Our
the
previous
notebook,
adventure.
did it say anything about was he aware that there may have been a Wight in here before he came down? Like, did he? Oh, no threads
Nope.
at all. He was just
Yeah, no. Nope,
Huh?
he didn't know anything about this the monster that was here. He had been here looking he was exploring sort of like for a sacred artifact from a what's the word? The sun god.
Any sketches?
Who was it? I know I put it in Lathander. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, the god that was in the temple from Lisef. It was same god that he was looking for that artifact.
Okay.
None of the
Uh,
wait. What? Okay, so is this particular you called it a temple? Is this building a temple?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so he wanted to explore this temple, and of course didn't know that there was a flesh-eating Wight in there before he went in there.
Mm-hmm.
And this place wasn't flooded too long ago? Is that what you mentioned before? Like the swamp water in here, is it like I mean,
Are
I get
you, are you trying to figure out like how long it's been flooded?
yeah. Like I
No.
want to know like did he just go I'm going to go explore in this water cave, like willy
Yes,
nilly.
Button.
Oh, sorry. He knew that this area would be flooded.
Okay.
He was ready for that.
Okay.
Riddle reminds her compadres of the line above the fourth door, which is then shall a monitor's midday suns pour forth like water, which is a part of Lifehander. And this is totally meta, but didn't Sunny find something where water was flowing?
Wait, water was flowing? No.
Okay. What did Ridial's gonna ask Sunny what he found in the temple.
I found leeches.
Okay.
I found recesses in the wall that had skeletons. I found an end chamber that had many bones, though I didn't have a chance to thoroughly look, as there was a spooky wight trying to attack me. And I was more concerned with getting the body out.
All right. Well, now that the Wight's out of there, I guess I don't know. Do we need to look thoroughly in this sunken temple?
I mean,
It's up to the group because we already got the dead guy out and covered in the mud. Out of respect.
Covered him in not of mud. Out of respect, of course. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if this has anything to do with that particular line.
It might, because it's a temple. Like it may not even be relevant to information now, but maybe it will be relevant down the line. Or I don't know.
From what you know of reading and whatnot, it's the fourth step. So if it is relevant, you still have to do two other things before it would become the key to that.
Okay.
Yeah, because whatever midday sun pours forth like water does, it would have to do it to the thing that would be forged when you finish.
Okay.
Then we'll just keep that in our back pocket for now.
Yeah.
Since
Well,
you don't want to get your socks wet.
Do you want to go in there?
I don't mind. I know how to take my socks off.
Oh my gosh, it's not just about the damn socks. Should we, if we want to go in there and like give it a good look, even with all the water, I'll get over it and we'll do that. But if nobody wants to do that, we should get on a raft and continue looking for Tralala.
Tralala.
Trala.
Oh, Trala.
What time is it at this point?
Please check your
One.
DMs.
It'd be probably about like 1-ish. If that's what you're...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like it's too early to like set up camp. Like we still have hours of daylight to swamp explore.
Yeah, so there's nightfall is probably somewhere around, well, because of the trees and everything, probably around 6 or 7. It's gonna start to get pretty dark. I think.
The only thing that I could think of that might be useful to us is if any of the bodies that are down there have anything, shiny or helpful or magical or whatever on them. But
Yeah, I feel like this is a good curiosity, but unless we want to spend more time mucking around here and not finding the hag, as it were.
Yeah.
don't call her a hag. What if she's listening?
Oh god, she can't listen out of character. She doesn't transcend time yet.
What if she's like hiding on the other side of the temple? We just don't know.
She can't transcend time yet.
Anyway, I wouldn't call her a hag in her own swamp.
Who are you arguing? Why do you keep saying that someone's calling her a hag? Her name's Trella. What are you talking about?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Agitatedly flicks pen.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'm good with continuing unless we want to check for shinies.
Yep. I'm fine to depart.
Can I? So, question: checking for shinies. Did anyone want to check the body you just buried?
Oh, I thought we already checked the body we buried.
I mean,
Oh no, we checked his pack.
I mean, well, the gravy
The
gave
dog-
you the thing out of his backpack, but no, you haven't searched anything. You brought him out of the water, and then, like, I mean, if you wanted to, like, in the 30 minutes that it took to dig his grave, did you want to search him then?
No. You make them dig up his grave, Philip. If they want it, they gotta dig in the mud and get fucking Pilfer's corpse.
I rolled to see
Yeah, you
if
do whatever.
I thought of it, and I rolled a 1, so I didn't think of it.
Sonny was
Yeah.
busy digging.
No,
Yeah.
Cyrus. Even though I would love to search the body, I don't think Cyrus would be too keen to pull the body up to check shinies. Bury the man with his stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and Myrna doesn't typically, rifle pockets. That's everybody else, so. Why are you looking like that?
It hurts.
I
It
know.
hurts so bad.
I know. You can
I
have his
don't-
bedroll if you want.
No.
I mean, I don't think. I don't know, teacher. Do you think Charles is Lan? Would he want to search the body, or would he just be like, leave it?
Thinking about it, I think Lan probably would have tried to check the pockets before we buried him, honestly.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Michelle. Loot goodbye.
All right, look, we're gonna.
Stop weak flailing.
So Lan will have searched the body. So he had a longsword and a short sword that were strapped to his waist. But nobody really needs more weapons, so Lan probably would have just left those. And
Speak for yourself. Somebody's taking those.
yeah.
They need a home. It doesn't
And
suit
then
them
he
to just
has
rot in the mud.
he has 2 potions on him, and he has a gold promise ring on his left hand.
Oh no!
Yes, this is the corpse you wanted to loot.
All right.
More heartache.
Okay.
Well, we know where Elsbeth is. So like,
yeah. So we're gonna take the promise ring. We're going to, if we come across this woman, we're gonna be like, sorry, lady.
Your
So-
husband, boyfriend, man got eaten by a zombie vampire
Yep.
and underwater when you told him not to.
Yep. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Yep. Myrna's like, ooh, that's gotta hurt. Well,
Glad it's not me.
we could use the sword as like a grave marker, even though I know the swamp is probably going to, return everything to nature soon, but it's the thought that counts, right?
Mhm.
Sonny wants it. Let him have it.
Oh, okay. It's like, you want it? Take it.
Are you
Does not serve anyone if these rust in the mud.
Okay,
very true?
that makes sense.
So what about, since as you read that he was here for the religious statues, not statues, but the religious artifacts, are you going to go back into the abandoned temple, or just leave it as it is?
This Myrna's looking at the rest of the group because she's like I said, I'll go in there if you want to go in there and deal with that, but I can't breathe
Well-
underwater.
As much as I agree that maybe we don't want to dally here. If this is a temple of the sun, it might have some artifacts that would be useful in fighting a vampire.
That
All right,
is
that's fair.
that is true, but
It's a good
Consider
thing.
me convinced. And if we're gonna avoid the breathing underwater, getting wet sock problem, fortunately, one of our members here can very easily avoid that particular problem.
yeah, that's one of us though. Wait a minute. Land found some potions on the stiff, so were any of those potions like water breathing or something?
My socks are in my soul.
Lance says he can do a detect magic. It'll take 10 minutes for the ritual to cast, though.
Well, let's fucking do it.
That's easier, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, you guys are sitting around. He begins to start the ritual. What does anyone want to do during that 10 minutes?
Mridiel, you can cast the thing where like you talk to a rock and then you can use that rock to talk to someone else, right?
No.
Do you use message instead?
No.
Am I getting you mixed up with someone else from another dimension by chance?
Yes, I think you're getting me mixed up with my other character.
Right. Okay. All right. Fine.
Oh, that was
All
some
good.
bardic knowledge that just sort of flew.
I also have a bird and a very beautiful sister.
Land does not have that either.
Myrna's thinking, okay, well, looking around the island, so he had the canoe.
Mm-hmm.
Can we take the canoe?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
Is that gonna be
sell
difficult?
it? We should sell it to the fishermen.
Yeah.
We should sell our raft that they built us to the fishermen.
I mean,
Sell it back to them. Re-gift
like-
the raft.
yeah, because like I don't think we can all fit in the canoe, or is it a big canoe?
It would fit 3 people.
Okay, so yeah, it won't fit the entire party. Okay. Is there anything in the canoe like of use?
Inside, no. The
Okay.
canoe is empty. Everything he had is pulled out on the shore next to the campfire area.
I guess we can make a fire, or should we worry about making the fire after we... I mean, if we're all going to be sopping wet after we're done exploring this temple, I mean, we're going to want a fire to help dry clothes and stuff. So,
Yeah, let's explore the temple first, I think.
okay, but won't it be harder to start the fire when we get out if we're all wet?
You could leave like your backpacks here, and that's what's going to be have the fire tender and stuff like that in it. So it's not. I mean, your hands being wet won't stop the tender or the flint and stuff from working.
Well,
Okay.
I need to go get dinner sorted. So
Yeah.
OOC and
Well,
in character, I could have Cyrus stay behind and like get the campfire sort of set up and campy while everyone sort of goes off.
Yeah.
But I'm also hungry.
Yeah, I was. This was gonna be have you guys, if you wanted to see the room, or if you guys were like, nope, we're good. That was gonna be the end for the night.
I say let's check out the room next time we play.
Yeah.
And have ourselves prepping for a drying session afterwards.
Okay.
The only thing I was going to ask if there was any ornamentation on the weapon, the short and long sword, or if they were just like a
Standard.
utilitarian. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope. These 2 weapons appear to be completely standard make, long sword and short sword.
Okay. Still, yeah. Sunny takes them. They need a good home.
Oh yeah.
Radio likes animals. Sunny likes weapons.
Well, Sunny just can't abide by them being left to for no purpose.
Makes sense.
He sees a little bit of himself in them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are they, if not, if they're not being used, they're devoid of their purpose.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, that I think sort of wraps us up for the night.
I want to thank Philip linked them earlier. I think a couple of them joined
Fuzka.
in. The Fuzka, yeah, the Fuzka people are here. I'm gonna say hi.
Yeah,
you.
hi. Thank you for the raid.
I want to thank the
Mini
Academy.
Yeah. Oh, some of us watched your show earlier
Yeah.
before we started ours. It looks good. Looks good. Like what you guys do.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, that's
Episode
gonna be.
48, very impressive.
Yeah.
And once again, I would like to wish my brother a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, tiny male Denitra.
Happy
Oh
birthday,
my
little
god, don't call him that. Oh my god.
You
very-
can't
Oh
stop
my
me.
god.
I hope you like Sonic as much as your sister.
Oh my god.
Gotta go medium speed.
Oh
Taking
my
it back.
God.
Medium speed.
Nope. This is
Gotta go regular speed.
Also,
I
so
am the most.
we have a game tomorrow as well. It's D and Diablos. So
No S.
oh sorry, D and Diablo. Gotta get that, otherwise I might be cursed for the rest of my life.
Yep.
But yeah, so that'll be us for tomorrow. Yeah, run by Anton, I think, right?
That's me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, some of us will be returning, some of us will not.
Button.
Sorry, thank you again, all. And God, stupid mute button. Hope everyone has a good one, and we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.